All right, this is Kyle Shaw and Brandon Leonard on the call of the WarriorCast here in Belle Plaine for HLV TC and Belle Plaine football. Tune into the Sportscast Media website. Tell all your friends about it, www.thewarriorcast.com. Big thanks to Danny Davis and Sportscast Media for allowing us to do this each and every week. Also, AD at HLV, AD Bo Jack, Principal Mark Tegler, and Superintendent Brad Howensey. Then the ADs at Tri-County, Amanda Sowers, and also the AD here in Belle Plaine for getting us all set up, April Cresley. And I'm going to say one big shout-out to Brandon for coming down tonight, coming down from Earlham. We were talking about last week, Zach having a short trek. You had a nice long trek, and he walked in here right at 6:43, so he's ready for game time. He's going to go ahead and read some sponsors here.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Kyle. I appreciate you having me down. It's great to be here. Hope things go a little bit better for us than the last time I was here. I think I left in an ambulance the last time I played at Belle Plaine, so we'll get right into the sponsors here. First off, we got Lights Insurance. They provide coverage for ag, auto, commercial, condo, farm, home, power sports, and renter. Best of luck to the Warriors from Lights Insurance. Keystone Savings Bank is proud to support HLV TC students on and off the field. Everyone at Keystone Savings Bank says, "Go Warriors." Cooperative Telephone Company is a sponsor of our area students in and out of the classroom. Best of luck to the Warriors. Royal Brothers Fertilizers, your local partner in the field. They're committed to increasing your yields through custom fertilizer applications. Best of luck to the Warriors. Hartwick Ag is your authorized dealer for MacDon products and more. They are also all implement makes and models. See Hartwick Ag for your next implement repair or purchase. Kiesel Brothers Seeds is your local DeKalb and Asgrow hybrid dealer. Kiesel Brothers Seed supports all of our HLV TC students and athletes. Stoll Construction is a big fan of the HLV TC Warriors and a proud supporter of this broadcast. Best of luck on the season, Warriors. Tim Electric takes the sticker shock out of electrifying service. Contact Tim Electric the next time you need a repair, retrofit, and new install. Hardin Brothers Propane has all the propane you need for your residential grain drying needs. Adam and the gang at Hardin Brothers Propane wish the Warriors the best of luck this season. And WH Construction in Victor is building new communities one brick at a time. Whether you're building, remodeling, or in need of repairs, WH Construction can handle all your small or large projects.
Thanks to all the sponsors. Belle Plaine tonight will be in their home blue uniforms with yellow writing. And then HLVTC will be in their away white uniforms with the black and red writing around there. HLVTC is coached by Eddie Hitting in his first year as head coach. Cody Fromm is assistant and Zach Sampson's assistant. Also new first-year head coach for the Belle Plaine Plainsmen is Scott Nillis, taking over for Todd Bolin. He's assisted by Brock Flack and Richard Sankott.
HLVTC is coming off a competitive game versus Winfield Mount Union. They came up a little bit short last week, 50-34. Keegan Gorse leads the way for the Warriors in passing this season with almost 900 yards and 12 touchdowns through the air. Cale Weiskopf leads the way on the ground with 500 rushing yards. And Sean McCullough, who will be absent tonight because of some penalties he got last week, is the leading receiver for the Warriors. So a bit of a void there. The Warriors are definitely going to need to find someone to step up and place Sean's role, as he's the big play guy that they've been relying all year. But, we'll look for Boston Rorta or Briar Jack, a couple of names that could step up here. The Warriors entered the game at 1-5 on the year, and on the flip side of things, the Plainsmen are 2-4, but in a tight battle in the district as they're 2-1 in district play. They're led by Aiden Tim, both passing and rushing, where he has about 900 yards combined this year. Wade Sankett's going to be another name you hear a lot tonight for the Plainsmen. He's got about 400 rushing yards, about another 200 through the air as well. The Sankett twins and Tim are going to lead the way defensively for the Plainsmen as well, with over half the team's total tackles between those three players.
So just looking at the stats for the Plainsmen, they will be ground and pound with a few shot plays. Can the Warriors slow down the Plainsmen ground game and get their quick passing game going against the Sankett twins, Tim, and the rest of the BP squad? We shall find out on another night of the Friday Night Lights WarriorCast edition. Looks like the national anthem's getting ready to go. We're going to run down the Belle Plaine starters, the HLVTC starters, but I don't want to step on the toes of the national anthem, so we can all honor that. They're taking the colors out right now, so we're just going to take a quick break. We'll pop our headsets off, put the mics down, and be back in just a little bit.
and gentlemen, would you please stand, remove your hats, and cover your hearts? As the Jennings Bradshaw American Legion Post number 39 presents the colors, and Paige Trunco, Corey Hemingson, Brinkman, and Demontre Boris sing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the brave and the home of the brave?
All right, so we're back here. Another big thanks to Brandon Leonard. We'll get to talk about him a little later on, kind of his background and how he comes from the Warrior faithful. But for now, we'll go through the starting lineups for the HLV TC Warriors. You'll have K.L. Weiskup, number 5, running back. Number 6, Sean McCullough is going to be out tonight, so don't expect to hear his name at all. Number 7, Boston Rorta, wide receiver and cornerback. And then K.L. Weiskup's also the middle linebacker. Kagan Gorsh, number 9, will be the quarterback. Briar Jack, number 14, will be wide receiver and cornerback. Landon Ankrum will be an offensive guard, the right guard, I believe, and nose guard. And then Tristan Perkle, number 22, he'll be an outside linebacker and the slot receiver / the second running back in the backfield there. Then we'll have number 31, Colin Menacucci, outside linebacker. Number 32, Easton Crum, be left guard and DN. And then we'll have Garrett Reed playing center and nose guard, DN, tonight. For the Belle Plainsmen, they're going to have number 2, Peyton Dostal, number 3, Wade Sankott, number 9, Aiden Tim, number 10, Derek Cressley, number 26, Tylen Coles, number 55, Will Sankott, number 85, Eli Meredith, and number 63, I think that's Clay or Cray Massman. I don't know exactly what Coach Nillis wrote down here. I think it's Cray Massman. And the Belle Plaine Plainsmen only have 3 seniors, but those 3 seniors are the guys we mentioned in pregame, and they're studs. So we'll see how we fare with that.
Yeah, absolutely, Kyle. I mean, you touched on it being a first-year head coach, taking over for Todd Bolin. Todd Bolin was here for, I think he coached in 3 different decades, maybe 4. One thing you can expect with Belle Plaine is you're going to expect a team they're going to come at you hard. They're a hard-nosed football team, typically pretty well disciplined. So Warriors going to have to mind their P's and Q's tonight and hit all their assignments.
And yeah, like you said, mind their P's and Q's. We've done a little bit better on the penalties this year, but when we do get penalties, usually we do about 5 to 10 at a time. It seems like it just boom, 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 boom. So that's hopefully something we can clean up tonight and not have to worry about so much. Last week when we were tied up 22-22 with Winfield in third quarter, we got the ball back about the 15-yard line. I think it was a touchback. And then we had a holding call, and then unsportsmanlike conduct on top of that, backed us up to the 5. Next play, we had a false start, backed us up to the 2.5, 3-yard line. Next play, we had a fumbled snap, safety. They got the lead. So just one of those things. If we take care of the little things, and that's what Coach Henning's been working on all year, is just trying to take care of the little things and get the culture figured out here for the Warriors. But then we're going to have other updates tonight. I'm going to be messaging Montezuma. They're taking on Twin Cedars at home. Big game, actually. Some bets riding on the line at Kinsey's with the Iowa Valley and English Valley game. I got one of my forklift drivers and one of my employees are got some bets going on in that game. I think they're only betting a pop. And the whole last time I bet with against the EV and HLV, I had to do 30 push-ups because we lost. So, and then we got 11-man area scores. BGM has got the night off for their homecoming because they were supposed to play New London, but New London had to forfeit the game because they don't have enough kids. Kind of sad to see. They move up to 11-man and then can't field a team anymore. And they 5-10 years ago, they're perennial powerhouse. I think they won state not too long ago.
Yeah, they did. They had a couple gentlemen that I want to say the gentleman's name was Keontae Luckett. That dude could run like a horse. He was a stud. And now you talk about some of the games. BGM, I was lucky enough last week being in Earlham. Luckily, their district is a lot of teams from the East, the SICL conference. I got to watch Bo Burns and the Bears play last week. He was a lot of fun to watch. Coach Burns, they just I talked to him before the year, and I asked him what do you think you're going to see this year with the Bears? Is there going to be a lot of philosophy change going from 8-man to 11-man? He said, "Oh no, we're going to try to score on every play," and they definitely they can light up the scoreboard. They won big last week over.
I would say they laid it to them.
Yeah, 41-14.
And Earlham going in that game, they were ranked in the top 10, weren't they? Top 10, 15?
Not quite. I think maybe depending on who you look at,
right,
maybe. Right. Tough district between Madrid and Linville-Sully there.
Yeah.
And Linville-Sully took down Madrid last week in the battle there, that top district. So.
And then we'll also have one more update. We'll reach out to Colin Bamrick or Danny Weiskopf for the Williamsburg as they take on Winterset. Burger's coming off 2 straight wins over ranked teams, so hopefully Coach Blythe's kind of got it figured out. They started out a little slow, but then again, you're going up against bigger and tougher teams like CR Xavier, who I think is number 1 in 4A. So you go up against those teams, you expect to kind of get your teeth kicked in a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. And Winterset, that's just down the road for me now, and took on my friend Coach Duncan and his Knoxville Panthers last week. I wanted to try to get to that game, but just a lot of irons in the fire. Winterset's a tough team. Berg's, no cupcakes on their schedule. They better bring it.
Yeah. So it looks like Belle Plaine are going to receive. I'm going to guess HLV TC won the toss, chose to defer. I didn't actually see what the refs decided there or figured out there. So it looks like number 3, Sanka, will be back to return with maybe Tim. Number 2, Dostal will be the other guy returning for the Plainsman. And then it looks like number 14, Briar Jack, will be doing the honors for the kicking off for the Warriors. We've had 2 or 3 different kickers all year, and Briar Jack's been the guy in the last couple. He was out with a concussion 2 weeks ago, so he didn't get a play against, who did we play 2 weeks ago? We were at home. I can't remember. It was homecoming, Easton Valley.
Looks like Easton Valley.
Yep, Easton Valley. So opening kickoff, and it's going to be a touchback for Briar Jack. So the Plainsmen will take over 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line.
Yeah, that was a nice boot by Briar. Much stronger than his dad, from what I can tell from here at least.
1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
And his dad is the athletic director that I mentioned earlier that helps us out each and every week getting us set up at home games, and he's also the spotter here for the Warriors. So probably at the quarter or halftime break, we'll have some time to chop it up with him too. So you got Aiden Tim and Wade Sankot in the backfield. Wade's going to get the direct snap, running left, and good tackling by the Warriors.
Yeah, we had 4 guys right on there. Gain of 1 at best, it looks like here, so they'll bring up 2nd and 9 for the Plainsmen.
And they're going fast. They're already back to the line. They're probably right in the same formation that they're in, the shotgun formation. It looks like Tim's leaving early every time, don't it?
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that same thing.
But they're going to get 4 yards out of it this time. It'll be 3rd and 5. And that's actually not a real bad idea by the Plainsmen with the Warriors only playing. They only play 8, 9, maybe 10 guys deep. So that's a good game plan by Coach Nillis there.
Yeah, try to wear them out. HLV is going to have to, like you said, we're going to have to be on it and keep an eye on that here. I'm wondering if Eddie's going to let the Stripes hear it about that, because I kind of thought the same thing. I thought Tim might have been leaving just a hair early.
Yep, 3rd and 5 here. You got Tim and Sanka in the backfield. Sanka's going to run to the left. He's looking for a hole. He's going to get the first down, and he's still on his feet. And he's going to get the pile push all the way down to the 37, 38-yard line of the Plainsmen.
Yeah, he stole about 5 yards there. I shouldn't say steal. He had to work for that, and came in and got a big push from his offensive line. And wouldn't you know it, they're on the ball again here, Kyle.
Yeah, Sankot and Tim in the backfield again, and they both have their hands ready, so they both have a chance for a direct snap. They're going to run the exact same play they just ran. Easton Crum has a chance to make a play, and he does wrap him up, and I think K.L. Weiskopf finishes him off.
That's what it looked like. Good play there by old 3-2 getting in there. He just kind of dipped his shoulder and shot the gap and kind of got in between the did a little bit of ankle biting there to slow him up.
So that'll make it 2nd and 10 here from, they're going to give him 35-yard line. I thought he was out to the 37, 38-yard line on the last play, but
we'll take it.
We'll take it, yeah. We'll take anything we can get. Senkot and Tim in the backfield again. That's Dostal in the backfield. He's going to get the direct snap running to the right side with Senkot out lead blocking. He's going to step out of bounds about 3-4 yards downfield. So it'll be 3rd and 6 here.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Did a pretty good job of stretching it out, using the sideline as our friend, but, looked like they had an opportunity to maybe keep that to a gain of 1 or 2, and sure enough, the Plainsmen sneak ahead and get a few more yards than maybe we'd like.
So it'll be 3rd and 7 from the Plainsman 38-yard line here for Plainsman. See if the Warriors can get off the field here, get a stop here on 3rd and 4th down, and get some momentum going on offense. Coming left side, Senkot. He's got the same play, and he almost had a touchdown there, but Boston Rorda makes a really good play and keeps it to 4th and 2 or 3 here.
Yeah, if Rorda doesn't make that one, if 7 doesn't make that play, Belle Plains looking at 6. So.
Yeah, 100%. So we got 4th and 2 here. I don't see Aiden Tim's not even on the field here. Number 9.
Yeah.
So they got Dostal in the backfield with Senkot. Maybe they're just trying to get the ground and pound and just try to beat up the Warriors. I don't know. Or maybe he's coming off an injury. I don't know.
Tim's got a, now that you look at it, well.
Senkot looking to run right, coming back to the left, and he's going to fight. He's going to fight for a first down.
Yeah, he's going to get it, it looks like. Man, they had him in the backfield, it looked like, and tip of the cap to him for fighting for that extra yard. Wade Sankett, man.
100%.
He runs hard. He's a little bowling ball back there.
Yeah, like you said with Tim, I don't know if that's he got a little stepping on his left leg, like a.
Yeah, it looks like a wrap or something. I'm not sure what's going on there. He's got his helmet on, ready to go, but.
Maybe they'll just see how this first drive goes, see if they need him. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the Warriors' 35-yard line. Senkot's looking to throw a shot play like we were saying at the beginning, and he overthrows his intended receiver, Derek Cressley.
Man, probably a little lucky that Tim's not in there because the Warriors got caught sleeping there. That was an excellent play call. I did not expect that on 1st down.
And that's exactly what Coach Henning said Wednesday on the Coach's Corner. He said Plainsmen are going to ground and pound, and then they're going to hit you the shot play and try to surprise you. And they sure enough, they surprised everybody, including I think everybody on the Belle Plains side too.
Yeah, I don't know if this was by design. It looked like they went 3 vertical routes there. Everyone just ran goes.
And the only person that was even remotely close for the Warriors was Rorda, and
sir.
He was in the middle of all 3 of them. So Sank got in the backfield again here with Dostal. He's moving every time early.
It's close.
He's going to bust through 5, 6. He's going to put his shoulder down. He's going to get a couple more. He got about 7 yards on that one for Sankot. Oh, they're going to give him 11 yards. I had a bad angle, I guess. So that's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Plainsmen at the Warriors.
About the 23.
24-yard line.
Huddling up here. Cressley's going to send the play in.
Kind of weird your tight ends bringing the play in, but I guess if he's the farthest one to the left side of the field, closest to the coaches, maybe that's why they want to do that. Senkot's going to get the ball, go right up the middle. We're going to fake out one of the Warriors in the backfield.
We've got a flag here, Kyle. An interesting look there. They went off balance or little power right.
Overload.
Yeah, and then they ran left. I like that call.
They got 5 yards, but they're going to be a holding on the Plainsmen. It's now number 60, Cooper Cernan.
Yes, sir.
Going to run the play in here for the. No, he's just checking in for somebody, and Cressley's going to run the play in again.
Well, now we got 26. He just came out. That was Tylen Coles. Now he's back in at guard, and looks like 63. That's Massman. Cray/Clay. We're not quite sure on that first name.
I might ask somebody here.
We're going to go to. I'll go to Bound here. I'll figure this out.
Well, I don't think he was. He went out late, is what Coach Nellis told me. So I don't know if he's on there or not.
Cray Massman. Yep, Cray.
Sankot's in the backfield alone this time. He's looking to roll out to the right, and he's going to get a lot of yards. He's going to rumble one, stumble one. He might be in. He's in for a touchdown. Wade Sankot. That's about 30-yard touchdown run there.
Yeah, scoreboard says it's 28. Yeah, about 30 yards. I mean, I don't even think he got touched there, Kyle.
He didn't get touched till he got to the goal line. We tried to make a last-ditch effort, and it was to no avail. So it looks like the Plains going to line up to go for 2 here as they lead 6-0 the first 4 minutes in the game.
Yeah, checking out Bound as well. Doesn't look like they've tried an extra point kick this year.
So Sankot's in the backfield, the exact same formation they had on the touchdown play. He's going to come up just a little short. Nope, they're going to, the Farce guy is going to give it to him. And that's going to be 8-0 Bell Plain over the HLV TC Warriors. So we had a chance. We had a 4th and, 3 there, and couldn't make a play. And that was all Sankot on that 4th down play. Pretty much Sankot pretty much the whole drive. So we'll see what the Warriors' first drive entails. If they're going to go to that ground and pound with Kale and try to get him going, or are they going to try to do their short passing game or maybe take the shots like they did against Meskwaki and North English Valley the first couple games of the year.
Yeah, I mean, with the leading receiver out for the Warriors, McCullough, you might think that we're going to lean on that running game more, but I checking out Facebook. I haven't got a chance to watch a whole lot of action this year, but I did see Briar Jack came down with a pretty sick catch.
Meskwaki.
That game against Meskwaki. So maybe he can put together some more highlight reel catches now that we're getting his number called a little bit more.
Looks like Plainsman. I can't see who that is. Is that 82? 82. They don't have an 82. I can't see that number from this angle.
363.
63. That'd be Massman.
The mystery Massman.
I guess lucky that he came out. He does it all for him. He's going to do the kickoff. We got K.O. Weisskopf and Boston Roy back deep to return.
Oh,
onside kick. The Warriors are ready for it. Landon Ankram's off, and he's going to field it at the 40. We'll say the 40-yard line. So it'll be HLV TC 1st and 10 from the 40. Good heads-up play by Landon Ankram. Last year he played more running back, and now this year he transitioned to the offensive guard. He just does whatever the coach asks him to do. So
hey, every team needs a guy like that's willing to put in the dirty work. That was a pretty nice little onside kick there by Sankey, too.
It was perfect. I thought Massman was going to be doing the kickoff, and then Sankey comes up out of nowhere. Got Keegan Gorsh in the backfield alone this time. Got Tristan Prickle coming in motion left to right. They're going to run a reverse right away, and they're going to whistle the play dead. They had some trickery lined up there, and they were trying to catch the Plainsman off guard.
Yeah, the old C. Sampson, he was ready to dial it up. Old Weisskopf was coming back, and looks like we're going to be a false start or a legal procedure, actually.
Yeah, probably 2 guys in motion. So it'll be a 5-yard penalty. It'll be 1st and 15 from their own 35 now. Last week we did see a trick play. We were in our traditional T set. We handed the ball off to Kale, and then he threw the ball deep down the field to Rorta for about a 40-yard gain. So Eddie and Sampson are getting some trickery going on. Regular shotgun set. Keegan's going to hand it off to Kale. Breaks a tackle in the backfield, and he's going to get out about 2 or 3 yards. Yep, so it'll be 2nd and 12 here.
Yeah, it looked like it kind of closed up there pretty quickly. It looked like maybe we had some room to run, and credit to the Plainsmen for flying to the football there.
Yeah, Kale's a hard guy to bring down. Usually one guy can't bring him down, and it looks like we got Sawyer Meyer in, so I don't see Garrett Reed out there. Landon Ankram's the center, and Garrett Reed is Sawyer Meyer is playing the right guard. Running the same play the other way. K.O. Weisskopf gives him a good stiff arm.
Nice stiff arm, but
that guy was able to push him right out of bounds.
Yeah, that was Sankit again. That's probably going to be a fun matchup to watch all night. Those two, it looks like a couple Bulldogs going to go at it all night.
Yep, so since we were behind the sticks on that first play, had that false start, it's 3rd and 9 here after we gained 6 yards from the Plainsman 39-yard line.
It's going to take me a minute to get used to the whole yardage situation. Is this 4-down territory, Kyle?
All year so far, this has not been 4-down territory for Eddie, but he's been taking a lot more chances lately, so we'll see what happens. They tried to do a quick pass to KO on the flat. Keegan Gorsh got a lot of pressure and threw that way away from KO there.
It was the mystery man. Massman broke through again. He's got the Plainsmen have 3 sacks this year. He's got 2 of them, So
the Warriors are lining up to punt. You got 38 McDonald kid. I don't know which one that is. There's 2 of them.
They're not even going to send anyone back deep, Kyle. Wow.
38 Caden McDonald. Kale Weissman going to do the honors for punting.
I guess Sankett's
Slowly.
He's thinking about it. He's meandering.
Kale Weissman was going to fake it, too. He was going to run to the left.
Yeah, he was.
And we have another penalty. I don't know what happened. Hopefully it's on the Plainsman. Then we actually have a 4th and 3 or 4th and 4, and we can just line up traditionally.
Yeah, I'm guessing usually that spot, that's usually not in favor for us.
I don't know if the ref even knows what he called. It looks like maybe somebody lined up over the center. Oh, delay a game against the defense. That must have been maybe somebody saying something about the snap or something. I don't know.
Yeah, perhaps. Your guess is as good as mine. Well, now they're going back to meet again. Now they're sending on.
Yeah, HLV TC is trying to put their offense back on.
Well, they're going to mark this off or not here? Some more discussion going on.
Yeah, I think Coach Nillis was asking what happened or what do we do. So that's a 5-yard penalty. Make it 4th and 4 from the Plainsman 34-yard line. Can HWTC convert on this 4th down? Oh, they had Rhoda over here alone. Oh, they had to call timeout here.
Yeah.
Plainsmen don't know what's going on after that because he went from a punt to I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
they're trying to call a play now.
Yeah, I don't know. It didn't look like they were ready to set up any sort of return there. Initially they were prepared for a fake and maybe just hoping that it'd be a touchback, and then we line up on offense, and we don't have a corner out.
Yeah, Rhoda was wide open down here, and they have ran throughout the year. They have ran a lot of quick curls to him, 5-10-yard curls, and really he's actually had a couple good catches throughout the year. So he's kind of the second favorite guy for Keegan Gorsh, who, well, besides Kale out of the backfield, but just to talk about wide receivers, Sean McCullough is obviously the favorite. You can see it in the stats on Varsity Bound, and then
boy, they ought to still do this again. Yeah, I'd run quick little hook
he's
here.
Playing off him 10 yards, and he needs 5 yards here.
And
Kale moves
yeah,
first.
Man, gosh, dang it, guys.
So I think they were trying to go on 2 there to try to get Belle Plaine to jump, and we jump, and we're back to the 4th and 9, and we'll see if we if we go back to our punting formation or what.
Yeah. Eddie's sending a few new guys in.
Yep.
Yeah,
Eddie's sending the punt team back out there. So the first drive, you see 2 offensive penalties by the Warriors, and really just that's what cost you because you were 5 yards short and you would have had a first down.
We might have got away with the right guard there too.
Okay, Weisskopf is going to punt it this time. Go to pooch punt. That's not normal for Kale. Sawyer Meyer is going to, Tristan Perkle is going to down it at the 18-yard line for the Plainsmen.
Well, that was what we talked about in pregame, Kyle, was we got to mind our P's and Q's and just not beat ourselves, and we beat ourselves there.
That first drive, yeah. So hopefully we can clean that up, and Aiden Tim's still on the sideline here for the Plainsmen, so there must be something where they don't want to get him more hurt. He might be healthy enough to go if they need him, but they don't want to get him beat up on a night that maybe they don't need him. So we'll see. We got Senka and Dostal in the backfield for the Plainsmen. Senka's going to look to throw, and he finds a receiver out to the right. Kale Weisskopf was able to bring him down. It was Derek Cressley.
Yeah, and that's just a really good pass and catch. Weisskopf was right on. He was on his hip the whole time. Got to kind of tip your hat to Belle Plaine for getting it there. A little bit of tempo again here. Sankett and Tim lined up. Sankett's going to take the direct snap, run left.
He's just bowling through people.
Yes, he was. That's another first down for the Plainsmen.
He just bounced off blockers, bounced off tacklers, and he was able to get another 7 or 8 yards there. And they're back on the ball again, 1st and 10 from their own 31.
It's close.
You have to say something, don't you? Because you can have motion going left and right, but you can't have motion going forward. You know what I mean?
Whoa, we got a little extracurriculars after the play. 26 just shoved 16 in the back. That was
that's
Tylen Coles from Belle Plaine.
An Ankrum
Shuck
for
Ankrum. Boy, I don't know why how the Stripes missed that.
Mr. Bo Jacks up here is the spotter, and he's yelling at Eddie over the headset, telling him to take care of this and get on the refs a little bit.
Yeah, Belle Plaine, they took out Coles here. He needs to get himself composed here, calm down, give him a breather.
there's somebody. It looks like Brant the Milner's going over there to check on him, calm him down a little bit. Nope, he's just going right on past. He must be the spotter. So 2nd and 3. Sanka going to get
just
right
a little bit of
middle.
over pursue.
Yeah. It looked like all the Warriors were in the backfield, and he ran right past them all.
Did a little too good a job of getting by the line there, unfortunately. Good patience, though, by Sankit.
That's sometimes what your old coaches say. Get past the line and just sit down and wait for it. The more that's more for the DN contain and stuff, but, I mean, it would have worked there, too.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want to sit and wait for this kid. This kid.
He'd run you right over.
Oh, my goodness.
So you got 1st and 10 from the Warriors' 34-yard line for the Plainsmen. Sankut's in the backfield alone again. This is Wade Sankut. I think his brother Will is the center. They're going to do a handoff to Dostal coming on a jet sweep, and he's got green grass in front of him, and he's gone.
Yeah, they just got around the edge. Rorta got sucked in, and I don't think he expected that kind of speed there on that jet sweep. And the Plainsmen are on the board again.
And number 60, Cooper Cernan, is what you said?
Yes, sir.
He made a really good block on Rorta after Rorta took that step in, and he just finished him off and kept pushing him in. And Dostal saw it, went right around him. So 4:45 to go here in the first quarter. Plainsmen lead 14-0 over the HLV TC Warriors. Sankut's in the backfield alone again. Dostal coming in motion again, same look, and he's going to fake the read option. He's going to keep it himself, and he is just battling.
He's going to be a little short. Boy, this kid runs hard, though, Kyle.
He had 2 guys on him there at his ankles, and he was still battling for yards. So 4:45 to go here in the first. 14-0, Plainsmen lead over the Warriors. See if we can get something going in the second drive.
Yeah, well, we got a minute, Kyle. We're going to go ahead and read through a few sponsors. Lights Insurance provides coverage for ag, auto, commercial, condo, farm, home, power sports, and renters. Best of luck to the Warriors from Lights Insurance. Keystone Savings Bank is proud to support HLV TC students on and off the field. Everyone at Keystone Savings Bank says, "Go Warriors." Cooperative Telephone Company is a sponsor of our area students in and out of the classroom. Best of luck to the Warriors. And we'll go back to the action here.
We'll see what they dial up on this kickoff. They got Massman as the one placing the ball in the tee, but last time we saw, I think, Sankut do a little onside kick, and Ankrum was on Johnny on the spot there and covered up right at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, got Weiskopf and Rorta deep for HLV here. Is that Minicucci in the second row?
Yep, Mossman is going to kick it deep, and he's got a cannon of a leg. Rorta's going to return it from about pretty much his goal line, looking for blockers, finding some.
Oh.
He got green. Oh, he's going to get brought down. I thought if he'd have kept his foot in the gas, I think he was gone.
Yeah, I don't know if he expected that lane to that wide open. He went right, cut her back left, and he had a lane. Boy, I thought that was going to be a touchback too. He snagged that thing right at the goal line.
Yeah, because usually if you catch it in the end zone, if you do your initial catch in the end zone as automatic touchback in high school football. So I was kind of surprised there myself. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Warriors at their own 25-yard line. We're going to tee set with the wide receivers out wide. Briarjack to the left, Boston Road to the right. Tristan Perkle and Kale White's coming to backfield. Keegan. Going to hand off to Tristan Perkle running left. He's going to make a guy miss. He's going to get 2 or 3 yards, it looks like there.
Yeah, Belle Plaine did a good job of just stretching that out and forcing HLV to the sideline. And by the time they did that, there was a host of Plainsmen there.
So it'll be second 8 here for the Warriors. See what they got dialed up this time. I did like seeing that T-set. Every time we ran that T-set with the receivers out wide, we've had good plays on it throughout the year so far.
Looks like we got a couple receivers out to our side of the field, one to the left.
You got
Perkle
and Roar to the right, and then Weiskopf's in the backfield blocking for Keegan. They're running the curl out to Briarjack, and that was overthrown by about 10 yards.
Boy, Kyle, I'd like to see him go to Rorta here. Number 2, the corner
That's
over
Dostal.
here, Dostal. He's playing awfully soft. And maybe we could just get something quick to Rorta, move the chains. We need to see a first down and try to build some momentum.
I mean, you just do a little. I mean, he just turns, looks at the quarterback, and just throw it out there and see if he can make one guy miss, and he could be, like you said, moving the chains or possibly more.
He's 12 yards off the ball.
K.O. Weiskup on 3rd and 8 here, going to try to get something, and he's going to break a couple tackles, make another stiff arm. That Sankat kid.
I think he got it.
Oh, that was Aiden Tim, I think, maybe on that play.
Yeah, Tim in it. He's finally in on the game. They're going to move the chains here. That was a hell of an effort by Weisskopf.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Warriors. First down in the game for them. It'll be 1st and 10 from their own 36. Good play by Tim. Maybe he's just going to play some defense for the Plainsmen tonight. They're leading everything on offense. Well, I think Sankat might have more rushing yards, but Tim has more all-purpose yards. K.O. Weiss is going to get the ball going left, and there's nothing there.
Yeah, there was a big wall of blue there. He had nowhere to go.
So I guess maybe he got a yard. I didn't think he didn't get any forward movement, but I guess he did. It's 2nd and 9. They're kind of going with a tempo here. They got their wristbands on, and Coach Sampson calls out the play, and here we go, Warriors. Keegan Gorst, K.O. Weiss in the backfield. Perkle and Jack out to the left, Rhoda out to the right. Keegan's looking to throw. Going to out route to Tristan Perkle on the left side, and he's going to haul it in right at the first down marker. Oh, they're going to get a late hit.
Yeah, that was a sharp route there by Perkle. Great timing by Gorst there. Get it to him. And it looks like we're about to get
extra 15.
Yeah. That's got to be the call.
Yeah, what else could it be? Personal foul on the Plainsman, just like we thought. So it'll be big first down, big yard mover there, chain mover there. So we'll see where they spot it here. 1st and 10 for the Warriors at the Plainsman 22-yard line.
It'll give the Warriors 1st and 10 at the Plainsman 22-yard line.
Nothing flashy here from the Warriors, just quick stuff, quick hitting like we said. They're playing soft. Get it to the receivers quickly.
K.O. In the backfield with Keegan again. He's going to get the fake, and Keegan's going to keep it. He's running to the right. Roper's making a great block downfield. That was a really good fake. Oh, that was just a dangerous tackle.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be a horse collar there.
55, the other Sankat boy, Will.
Boy, you touched on Roeder there. He was about 15, 20 yards downfield blocking.
But then, like you say, when he's playing off 10, 15 yards, I mean, that's where he's got to go find him. So it's going to be 2nd inches here for the Warriors. This is time for a shot play, in my opinion. They're going to hand it off to K.O. He's running to the left, makes 2 guys miss. He's going to cut back, and he stays on his feet. He scored a touchdown. Touchdown, Warriors. Great effort, individual effort by K.O. Weisskopf there.
Boy, he about sat down in a recliner there is what it looked like, Kyle.
He got his balance, put his hand down, and he was able to get right back up. Kind of like a Trevor Lawrence type play that we saw on Thursday Night Football, but he didn't actually go all the way down because you can't do that in high school football.
I'd like to think this young man's a little bit better than Trevor Lawrence, but that's the Jacksonville Jaguar hater in me.
Good shout out to Jared Hirschberg there and Boone DeBrouwer, the Jaguar fans. That's what you get when you got a division rival Titan fan here. Brandon Leonard is.
T formation, too tight.
Keegan's going to hand it off to K.O. running right. He's going to try to put his head down and try to get in, and he's going to come up short.
Yeah, I mean, that's tough for him. There was 3 blue shirts in front of him. Kudos to the Plainsmen for standing strong and keeping 2 off the board.
They look like they knew what play was coming. So that'll make the score Belle Plaine 14, HLV TC 6 with 2:41 to go here in the first quarter. Nice to see that the Warriors got on the board there on that second drive.
Yeah, absolutely settled in a little bit. That first drive they came out with a little bit of trickeration, and maybe the fellows just a little bit too excited. They got back to the basics, mixed things up, had a QB run in there. Everyone went with Kale on that fake, and yeah, just some good clean drive there for the Warriors. We needed that. We'll go through and read another sponsor. Rohrer Brothers Fertilizer is your local partner in the field. They're committed to increasing your yields through custom fertilizer applications. Best of luck to the Warriors.
We're going to have Briar Jack kick it off for the Warriors to Sankat and Dostal again. They're kind of their guys tonight without Tim on the offensive side of the ball. Briar Jack going to kick it deep, and Dostal's going to let it go in the end zone, so it'll be 1st and 10 from the Belle Plaine 15-yard line.
Well, Briar must have went to the Uncle Bryce Hasley Kicking Academy.
Like you said, he didn't get it from Dad Bo. I coached a couple years with Bo Jack, junior high football, and he had to do some of the kickoffs, and Me and him both struggled on that aspect.
Just throw it up and let him get it.
Right. We could throw farther than we could kick it. So Bell Plain with Sanka and Dostal in the backfield again. Sanka's going to go in motion this time, so it's just Dostal. He's going to run to the left, and he's got plenty of yards, and someone's going to try to – oh, Kale Weiss is going to bring him down, but not until he gets 15 yards.
Hey, they're there, Kyle. The white jerseys are there. We just got to finish. Got to put a hat on a Plainsman and –
yeah, they got more yards than I thought he did. They ran a little bit of motion to the right with Sanka, just kind of get the eyes going the one way, and then they ran back to the left with Dostal, and he made a good play. They had some good blocking, but like you said, Warriors are there. They didn't make the play. Sanka in the backfield alone this time. He's going to hand it off to Derek Cressley, who was a little bit tight on the line. Nice little play call by the Plainsman. He's kind of a wing. He's kind of winged off the left guard, and he came back across and got 9 yards.
Yeah, just a nice little counter play there by the Plainsman. I want to say that's Cressley's first carry of the season. Just looking at, well, can I make that up? No. Looks like that's his first carry of the season. Doesn't touch the ball a lot. He's got 3 touchdowns, though.
Yeah. He's kind of I think he might be their receiver that just goes up and gets the ball because he's a tall kid. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Plainsmen at the Warriors' 37-yard line. Dostal has the ball going right this time, and he's going to get 10. He's going to get more. He's going to step out of bounds about 12 yards downfield. And if that field was like another 2 inches wider, he's running in for a touchdown.
Yeah, he just cut her right up the old sideline there. And
he stepped out way earlier. It's only second and 6.
Oh, man. Warriors catch a break there, that's for sure.
Sanka's going to get the ball coming left side. Crumb's there, and he just, like you said, he just over-pursues a little bit. And then Sankot's able to get 10 yards out of the deal. And he's brought down. Oh, they've got a Warrior down. Someone's getting up slow.
Like
that's
20.
Axon Sandvik. Going to hobble off a little bit. It looks like he might have got hit in the you-know-what. That's what he's holding coming off.
Yeah, definitely below the belt. Not sure if that was intentional, but the poor young man is going to go to the sideline for a breather.
1st and 10 from the 20-yard line for the Plainsmen. Sankot getting the ball running left. And now I thought he was tackled in the backfield. Man, that Coles kid is getting after it with everybody. He was on the ground. He was still blocking the kid.
That guy has been – he's been feisty. He's a spark plug, that's for sure. They're going to line up on balance to the left here again.
And then run to the right like you said before. Yeah. Sankot gets the ball, and he's quick little cut back. He's going to be down at the 5. So it'll be 1st and goal from the 5. 38 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Plainsmen lead 14-6, and the Warriors have really not stopped them at all.
Nah, he's been doing a good job of he sees the defense pursuing. He's putting his foot in the ground, and he is just getting upfield, getting what he can, and he runs hard. He is a freight train. He is the roster says 170. He looks like a big 170.
He reminds you of back in our day, like my day, was Saxon Van Buren, just a short little guy. What they KCRG call him that one time.
That's the little bull.
That's what he kind of looks like to me. Maybe a little bit shorter than Saxon even. Tostel's going to get the ball running right. He's going to be drugged down.
Who got there first? That was 58.
58, Davian Thompson filling in for Garrett Reed. Like I said, I don't know what's up with Garrett Reed. He's not playing offense. He's not playing defense. I don't know if he got hurt early or what.
I couldn't tell you, but Davian Thompson used that big 6'2 frame to get those mitts on him, man. I mean, if he doesn't get him, that's 6 for the Plainsmen.
And I saw a Facebook post. There was someone at the game last week who kind of did like some editing with videos and stuff like that, and Davian Thompson must have made a play last week once, and he came up the sideline, and he was just absolutely pumped. And it was good to see because he doesn't get a lot of playing time, but I know that Eddie does a lot of practice players of the week, and he's been on there once or twice before. So Davian Thompson, a senior, 6'2" and 165. He used all that 6'2" arm reach on that play. That is the end of the first quarter. Plainsmen lead 14-6. And that'll be 2nd goal from the 5.
We'll take another moment to thank some of our sponsors. Hartwick Ag is your authorized dealer for MacDon products and more. They also repair all implement makes and models. See Hartwick Ag for your next implement repair or purchase. Kiesel Brothers Seed is your local DeKalb and Asgrow hybrid dealer. Kiesel Brothers Seed supports all of our HLV TC students and athletes. Stoll Construction is a big fan of the HLV TC Warriors and a proud supporter of this broadcast. Best of luck on the season. Tim Electric takes the sticker shock out of electrifying service. Contact Tim Electric the next time you need to repair, retrofit, or new install.
And we're getting ready to go back to game action. Second and goal from the 5 for the Plainsmen as we start the second quarter. Looks like they got little kids cheer night here at Plainsman, the Belle Plaine Plainsmen. Nice to see. Get everybody involved a little bit. Doe still in the backfield with Sanka. Sanka gets the ball running right, puts his head down. Kale Weiskopf's all over that.
Yeah, Weiskopf was in there, and then 31 Manicucci came in and cleaned him up as well. So good gang tackle. That's what the Warriors need to do. They got to get multiple guys at the ball, and the Plainsmen are on it again. They got to be ready for
now.
this.
Same play going the other way. Sanka cuts back, and
Hey!
3 Warriors again. Kale Weiskopf.
Manicucci again.
And Easton Crum in there. And that's what Zach Schrapp, my normal co-host, has been saying it all the time. I love when the Warriors are getting the ball all together and gang tackling. So this is a really big play. It'll be 4th and goal from the
It's 4th
the 2.
and 1, man.
You get the 1. Yep, they're on the 1-yard line looking at the ref now. This is where the big boys have to step up and get a push here.
We need a party at the football here, Kyle. We've bent, cannot break here.
You got Dostal and Sanka, same formation. You know it's Sanka getting the ball here. He is. He's running to the
A
left.
little bit of a bobble.
And he's going to be
He didn't get it. He lost ground
stuffed
there.
by the Warriors.
Off again, 32 in there as well, Easton Crum.
Like you said, what happened on us? We stretched it out, and then it gives the backside linebackers a chance to flow and make a play.
Yeah, there was a party at the football, just like we said we needed to have happen.
That crystal ball. Zach Schrapp always says, I have that crystal ball. This time, Brandon Leonard has that crystal ball tonight. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Warriors after that stop, turnover on downs from the 3-yard line. He went back 2 yards on that play. That's a really good play by the Warriors.
Yeah, they needed that. That could be the momentum swing the Warriors need. Long field ahead of them. Let's get a little bit of breathing room here and kind of open up the playbook then after
And we
that.
got Hayden Schaefer checking in for the Warriors. For Easton Crum. Easton Crum goes out after that defensive stand. Straight T-set. Keegan, Tristan, and Kale in the backfield. Fake it. Keegan's looking to throw, looking for a road on an out route, and he's going to I thought he caught it. Drop it just late. He was going to get another 14, 15-yard gain there.
Yeah, I mean, great ball, though, by Gorsh. I mean, if you're going to throw that ball, you want to put it out to that sideline. You don't want to miss inside and have the defender get it. He put it where only his receiver could get it, and unfortunately, we just couldn't come down with it.
And we tried to take advantage of that matchup that you've been talking about all night. Dostal's playing off 10, 15 yards and tried to take advantage of that matchup. Now, instead of taking that deep post shot, that's when you take that curl and just hit him right in stride. We're going to tight T set here. Plainsman looking to jump the snap.
10.
And Kale's going to get the ball. And he's going to get something out of nothing. I thought he was stopping the line of scrimmage, and he gets 4 or 5 out of that deal.
Yeah, excellent job by Weiskopf there. Kresley, he knew that was coming. He just shot a gap, and Kale did a nice little jump cut, put his head down, got a few yards. Excellent job there. Brings up 3rd and 5 here, 3rd and manageable.
Yes, 100%. That's what we've not had a lot this season. We've had a lot of 3rd and 7 and longer. And that just kills us because we're not one of those guys that can take deep shots. We're not one of those teams that takes deep shots. I like to see that, like you said, roll on that curl route on the right side. That's where he's looking. Curl route, just like we said. He's got to come back to the ball.
He got it.
He catch it?
Oh, I don't know about that one, sir.
He is
Are they gonna give
complete.
it to him?
He
They're
must
gonna
have
move
his,
the
he must have
chains.
his knee down when he caught it.
Hey, they moved the sticks, though. That's what we need.
And he was like you know how they always say, you got to know where you're at in the field. He knew exactly where he was at, turned around right on that first down marker, and Keegan hit him right on the spot.
Yeah, he needed about 6 yards and 1 inch, and I think he got 6 yards and 2 inches. So good to see the Warriors get a first down here.
Especially get out of that back of that long field, like you said, clear back in the back of the end zone. So got 1st and 10 from their own 13-yard line. Perkle coming in motion, left to right. He's going to get the ball. He dropped the ball.
He got back on it, it looked like.
But that's the things we can't have happen. Like you said, the P's and Q's, you said that from the get-go. And just looked like a bobbled exchange between Keegan and Tristan, and we lose 3, 4, 5 yards on the play.
Yeah, that's the risky run with running a jet sweep. You see a lot of teams nowadays when they run that jet motion, do a little pop pass, so that way if it does go on the ground, you're not losing 5 yards like that. So maybe a wrinkle the Warriors are looking to do and to continue the season later.
We're in our regular shotgun set. Keegan and Kale on the backfield. 2nd 15 here. Going to hand it off to Keegan. He's trying to make someone miss.
He's
able to get something out of it. He still gets 6 yards, and he was hitting the backfield.
Yeah, Kresley wanted a holding call, or Massman wanted a holding call there. He threw his hands up and kind of quit on the play, and I think that allowed Kale to maneuver and get a little bit of space there.
So now we're where we were, 3rd and 9. Like we were saying, we're not very good from this long field here on 3rd down. But I wouldn't mind, like you've been saying all night, that Doschel's giving 10 yards. They're giving 10 yards to Jack on this side, too. Just do a quick little curl again. Or maybe if you got time, do a hitch and go.
Well, we got a freshman over here at corner.
You got Briar Jack on the left side, going to go up and get it. He's going to make it 4th and manageable.
Yeah, going to be a little bit short.
4th and 2?
I think so. He was running for the sticks like we needed, but a little bit of high pass credit to Jack for coming down with it.
Not quite the highlight play, but it was still a pretty good play to at least give him a chance on 4th and 1 here. If I'm Eddie, I'm rolling the dice.
He's got Gorsh going back out there.
You just stopped him at the 1 yard line. I mean, you got pretty much a free possession here. See what you can do here. This is where I think
a little hard count.
And overtime, Coach Henning will put in a little bit more wildcat and let Kale just take a direct snap. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they went hard count there. I think they're just going to try to draw him outside.
Coach Henning's going to call a timeout. They were trying to do a hard count, just like he said. This is where, I mean, with Kale being your punter, and you're only 4th and 1, this is a good time if you want to do like a fake punt because he's a hard man to bring down by himself, and if Sankot's back there, that's one less really good tackle you have to worry about.
Yeah, no, I agree, Kyle. Looks like they are on the left hash. Kale left-footed punter, so kind of a bummer running to the short side of the field. But, maybe the Plainsmen won't be expecting it. Have looked at quick stats, Bound, though. I think they've only had 1 punt return this season. So it seems like they're just pretty content with picking the ball up wherever they get it if a team does punt it. I don't know. Well, I'm interested to see what the Warriors do here, Kyle.
Yeah, it looks like we were talking about Sankot maybe going back, but he's sitting in his middle linebacker position. Aiden Tim is in there, and the other Sankot boys in there. So all 3 linebackers, all 3 seniors.
We're going for it.
Yep, we're lining up. On a regular shotgun set. This is where Keegan Gorsh, I would guess a read option. Keegan Gorsh has got to make the right read here. Bad snap. Keegan Gorsh is going to look to throw it, and there's nothing there. He's fighting off. Up for grabs, and Tristan Perkle. Oh, my goodness. Tristan Perkle had a chance. I don't even know how he got the ball off.
He threw that ball 25 yards while he was in a cyclone there.
And he was getting taken backwards the whole time. So.
Pardon me for getting excited there, but holy cow, I don't know how he got that ball off.
Anyways, 1st and 10 for the Plainsmen after that incredible effort by Keegan Gorsh. Boy, I thought Tristan Perkle had a chance at that ball.
I think if you're Tristan Perkle, you're probably just surprised that the ball's coming towards you.
Well,
you did not expect that.
I think Briar Jack ran across and had a chance to make the play too, and maybe with that flash, Tristan Perkle took his eye off the ball just for a second and couldn't come down with it. So the Plainsmen have the ball at their own, or that the Warriors 23. They got in the backfield alone, looking to run left.
He's going to follow his guard.
Looks like Rorta might have came up and made the tackle for the Warriors.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, 50.
They got a flag there right at the 20-yard line. So that's probably going to be a holding on the Plainsmen. There is a holding on the Plainsmen. And there should be a 10-yard mark off from the spot of the foul. So we'll probably see 1st and 17 here or so.
Yeah, that was a nice little pull there by the other Sank at Will. Those 2 young men, Wade just got right to him behind Will there, and Will had a nice pull, nice block, and luckily for the Warriors, going backwards still, all for naught.
Yep, 1st and 17 it'll be from the 30-yard line of the Warriors. Got an update from the English Valley game, and it looks like the material drivers so far is sitting pretty. The Iowa Valley's up 34-6 after 1. Sank out in the backfield alone here. Getting Dostal coming in motion. Going to hand it off to Dostal running right the way they scored a touchdown. Excellent. And this time Colin Menacucci's all over it.
Excellent play there by 3-1. He just did a great job of keeping contained.
There's a flag again. If it's the flag on a Plainsman, I'm declining this one. Yep, you got to decline this one. There's no reason to make it 1st and 27 when you can make it 2nd and 17, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be farther back than 17 yet. I think that was a loss.
Yeah, it was a 2-yard loss. So 2nd 19, 2nd 20, whatever it is.
Eddie's thinking about it. They want to move him back.
Oh my goodness! I don't with a high power. Well, not, I mean, so far they've been a high powered offense. I wouldn't want to give them an extra down.
No, not at all. Not at this down and distance.
Yeah, I mean, if it was going to be 2nd and 3 or first and third or second and first, I guess it'd be 1st and 13, that might be okay. But right now it's going to be 2nd and 30 or 1st and 30. Sorry, excuse me.
We'll just trust the big fiddle here. We're gonna roll with what Coach Heading says.
He calls him the big fiddle because he plays with Tyler Richardson and the High Bank boys, and he plays the fiddle in that. So
Looked like
very fitting. Sankot's going to get the ball, and he's going to be about where they were anyways. So it'll be 2nd and 20 here. I think they're exactly at the same yard marker they were going to be at.
Yeah, we just lost a few seconds off the clock is all, and Coach Heading probably doesn't mind that. Keep the clock rolling. Shorten the game up a little bit. Warriors defense, though, starting to settle in, though, Kyle.
Yeah, they're starting to figure that out. That jet sweep didn't fool him that time. Colin Medicucci, this is his first time playing linebacker all year, and stepping in that role and really shot through there and made a play. Sankot and Doso in the backfield again for the Plainsmen. Sankot going to get the ball running to the left. Sankot lead blocking for him, and he's going to get a big gain, and he's going to be tripped up.
Oh, he reached.
I think he's tripped up at the 2.
Yeah, one heck of an effort there by Peyton Dostal. He was
Medicucci on the tackle.
Again, Medicucci.
It's going to be 1st and goal from the 1 here for the Plainsmen. We made a big stop on when it was 4th and goal from the 1, but when they get 4 chances with Sankot, it's going to be really tough to try to bring him down 4 times in a row.
At the Warriors 2-yard line.
Yeah, I'd like to know how many carries he's got.
Already tonight? Yeah. I don't know. Last year Zach Schrapp was able to be a stat keeper for us, and he kind of didn't really give us carries more so, but more just yards.
Well, Belle Plaine, they're gonna burn a timeout.
That's their second timeout. They'll have 1 timeout remaining for this half. 7 minutes to go here in the first half. Plains in lead 14-6. Brandon's going to hit you with another sponsor here or two.
Yeah, Kyle, we're going to go to Hardin Brothers Propane. They've got all the propane needs for your residential grain drying needs. Adam and the gang at Hardin Brothers Propane wish the Warriors best of luck this season. WH Construction in Victor is building new communities one brick at a time. Whether you're building, remodeling, or in need of repairs, WH Construction can handle all your small or large projects. Lights Insurance provides coverage for ag, auto, commercial, condo, farm, home, power sports, and renter's insurance. Best of luck to the Warriors from Lights Insurance. Keystone Savings Bank is proud to support HLV TC students on and off the field. Everyone at Keystone Savings Bank says, "Go Warriors!" Cooperative Telephone Company is a sponsor of our area students in and out of the classroom. Best of luck to the Warriors. And the Warriors defense has broke the huddle here, Kyle. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 2. Belle Plaine comes out. Looks like
Sankot in the backfield again with Cressley on that wing. And they got Dostal coming in motion, fake it to Dostal, and get Sankot right up the gut, and he's in for a touchdown. Like I said, it was going to be hard to stop him 4 times in a row. Gets on the first try.
That makes the score Belle Plaine 20 and HLV 6.
Maybe I'm making this up. So he got a little bit of a hobble, Kyle, going back to the huddle.
Sankot?
Yeah.
He probably does every week. He probably gets a lot of carries, and he probably gets beat up quite a bit. He's always in there on the tackles, as you see on what Varsity Balance says. He's got him and his brother and Aiden Tim have over 100 tackles combined.
Yeah, Ice Bath's going to be this guy's friend here tonight.
Yeah, he probably has that every night. He's probably used to it. Now we're at 6 weeks in. So Sankot's going to go for 2 here, and he's going to try to throw the ball up for grabs, and it's going to be good. Somehow, some way, he's able to get that ball off, and I think that was the play that was actually called. And Cressley's there wide open in the back of the end zone. The Warriors saw the ball on the ground and attacked it.
Yeah, credit to them for scooping that ball up and getting that pass off. I mean, the receiver was wide open in the back of the end zone. I think HLV probably saw that ball on the ground and thought, hey, let's go get it. And unfortunately for them, 2 points for the Plainsmen to make it 22-6 in favor of Belle Plaine. Got any more scores, Kyle?
Nope. I forget that the bigger schools, they start later. They start at 7:30 rather than 7 because they play their fresh soft game and then they play their JV kind of stuff all on the same night. So I tried to ask for the Williamsburg score against Winterset, and there's nothing on the scoreboard yet there. And that's all I got so far. I messaged the Montezuma score, too, to see if we got anything there, and I'm going to guess that's going to be a runaway for Montezuma, kind of like they had last week against Melcher Dallas.
Yeah, they are one tough program down there, Kyle.
Yeah, they got 2 losses on the year right now, but against 2 really, really tough teams, Southeast Warren and Iowa Valley. Or no, sorry, not Iowa Valley. No, it was Iowa Valley.
I think it was Iowa Valley, yeah. But, Southeast Warren ranked, I believe, undefeated until last week. They lost to Lennox, I believe.
And Montezuma actually took out Southeast Warren last year in the playoffs, so that was kind of a get-back game for Southeast Warren and probably maybe a preview for this year's playoffs. So after that, returned by K.O. Weisskopf. It looked like it could have been a horse collar, but it's not. It's going to be 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line for the Warriors.
Yeah, the Warriors going to line up with 2 receivers to the left here, Rorta to the right side. If Weiskopf's flanking.
You got Sandvik in the slot this time. I don't know where Perkle went. Keegan Gorsh is going to keep it on the read option. He's going to get 5, 10. He's going to get 10 yards or so there. And we played Iowa Valley, 4 weeks ago now. And Briar Jack got in there and got a concussion late. And I kind of eat crow now because I was saying that Briar Jack was a little quicker than Keegan Gorsh, but Keegan Gorsh is lately he's been making me eat crow. He's been looking really, really, really fast.
He's got some long strides there. When he gets up and going, he's a tough guy to bring down. Nice run there. Put Massman in the dirt.
Yep, it's going to be 2nd and 2. I guess he stepped out a little earlier than I thought. So he's going to hand it off to K.O. Weisskopf this time. He cuts back to the left. He's going to get a 1st down. Just past midfield. No, not quite to midfield.
Well, nothing wrong with that. Get the chains moving. Clock's rolling as well. About to the halfway point of the second quarter. Trying to pull up X here to see if I can find any other.
Got an update
scores
from that Montezuma Twin Cedars game. Kind of what I thought it was going to happen. 47-0 with 10 minutes to go in the first half. Keegan Gorsh, K.O. Weisskopf in the backfield. Keegan Gorsh looking to throw. Going to take a deep shot on a post route. Just out, too far out in front of Briar Jack. I think Briar Jack smoked that freshman, though.
Yeah, he did. I mean, that's a matchup that I think we need to try to go after. I think this young man here, Belle Plaine, number 8, Tanner Johnson, I think roster showing he's about 120, and maybe Briar can use his size and speed to get some separation to get open. And a pretty good ball by Gorsh, put it where only Jack could get it.
All that was just a lack of chemistry. Briar Jack doesn't play a whole lot of wide receiver. He's kind of done a little bit of everything this year. He played some quarterback when Keegan's out. He played some running back when Tristan was out. So he kind of does it all. K.O. Weisskopf's going to get 4 or 5 on this carry, get us past midfield. So it'll be 3rd and 5 from the Plainsman 38-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like both Sankets were in there, and Weiskopf, ended up getting an extra 2 out of that to make it 3rd and manageable.
So, yeah, we can definitely tell it's fall weather now. It's a little chilly with that wind at our backs here.
Yeah, I liked it when it was not here.
Yeah. That wind wasn't so bad to start, but it's just picking up throughout the night. So 3rd and 5 here for the Warriors. Keegan and Kale in the backfield. Tristan Perkle back in. You're going to hand off to Kale running left. He's going to try to make a guy miss. He makes a good stiff arm, but he's not getting a whole lot of yards after that stiff arm.
Yeah, typically when we want to see our stiff arms, it's not 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage, but nevertheless, an excellent effort by him.
He was able to get a yard or 2, so to make it 4th and 3, 4th and 4 here for the Warriors. And this is, looks like Coach Henning and Sampson's going to dial up a play and see what we get here. This is like you've been saying. If they're going to keep playing that far off, get Rorta or Jack the ball on that quick curl or quick out, whatever you want to do.
Well, they're probably no press here on
Briar. They're only 5 yards out. Maybe you can just burn them right off the ball then. Going to fake the Kale, and he's going to get pressure. Keegan's going to throw with pressure all over him again. And the Plainsmen, every single time on 4th down or the 3rd and long, they're just dialing up pressure and just getting free guy running at Keegan every time.
Yeah, it's basically Gorsh kind of playing 500 back there with the pass pro, and still he's excellent job by him. They're incompletions, but he's doing what he needs to do. I mean, he threw right for the sticks there, hoping for a comeback. Unfortunately, no one home.
Yeah, I think that curl is probably about 15 yards downfield, or I guess it would have been 10 yards because we only need 5. And like you said, he's only able to get it about 5 yards downfield because he's throwing from 10, 15 yards deep.
Tim back in the game, Kyle.
Yep, Tim is going to take the snap, hand it off to Dostal running left, and Rorda's going to bring him down. Still going to get it about 5, 6 yards for him. We'll give him 6 yards for the Plainsman.
Mm-hmm. 5 yards. Well, yeah, as we said, first time we've seen Tim on offense. He's played a little bit of defense here and there. Does have that wrap on his left leg, Kyle.
Yeah, Coach Nillis didn't say anything before the game,
maybe
so
a calf issue.
He is in the backfield by himself here. He's going to keep it this time. I wonder if
boy, it doesn't look like he's hurt.
I was going to say, I wonder if there's something going on, maybe in school or maybe practice, and he had to sit out the first quarter of the offense.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know. I don't want to speculate too much, but the young man had a nice run up the left side there. Gosh, that was about a
20, 15,
20,
yeah, somewhere in there. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Plainsmen at the Warriors 20. And, yeah, I don't know. He will. I mean, you can see him with the ball. He looks electrifying. So, hey, that was just a discipline issue that they had to take care of real quick and move on. And as like I said, we're just speculating. We have no clue at all. Dostal going to go in motion. Tim's going to get the ball running to the right. And he's going to get
there's that gang
Landon Ankrum tripped him up early, and then Tristan Perkle came and finished him off. Tristan Perkle had a great game last week against Winfield Mount Union Wolves, and he's building off that and going into this game now.
Yeah, fast and physical there. My two favorite Fs, Kyle.
If you guys like a joker, this is the guy that you want to be listening to. Fast and physical, two favorite Fs out there.
Had to get Kyle laughing while he's got pop in his mouth.
Dostal goes in motion to the left. They're going to let him go all the way by. Tim's going to look for a pass to Senka, and Senka's going to walk in for a touchdown.
He just threaded the needle there. That was a great ball by Tim.
I didn't even see where Senka lined up. Did he line up tight on the right side of the line there and just sneak out of there, or what?
Yeah, it was just he kind of just snuck right through there.
So that's going to be a touchdown for the Plainsmen to make the score 28-6. 3:11 to go here in the first half. Tim in the backfield alone. Oh, he was lined up where that Cressley was, kind of on that tight wing side spot. Wing. So Tim's going to look to get the 2-point conversion, and he's going to bowl over one of the Warriors and get in for a 2-point conversion. That'll make the score Belle Plaine 30, Warriors 6. 3:11 to go here in the first half. I think we really needed to take advantage of Tim not being on the field the first couple drives there.
Yeah, since he's came in, I mean, we've just seen him pass that one time, but he throws a nice ball. You can see the difference of a young man that plays quarterback versus a guy that's filling in, like saying, with all due respect, he's doing a great job on the ground, but you can definitely tell passing not his strong suit, whereas Tim threw a laser. Yeah,
Sanka, like you said, a little bowl earlier. He doesn't. I mean, he might be 5'4", 5'5".
Well, yeah, that's what it looks like.
And he's probably not going to be able to see over the line very well either. So
yeah, he might have the Brandon Leonard stats. Says he's 5'6", 170. When I played, I think I was 5'10". I think I stand about 5'6" nowadays.
You got Kale Weisskopf and Boston Rorda back deep. You got is that Massman to kick off?
That's what it looks like.
He's going to kick it deep with a little squib kick this time. And Rorda's going to pick it up. He had a good return last time. He's going to build on that last return, and he's going to get out to the 30. They're going to give him 33. Oh, looks like the ref's bringing him back. Maybe stepped out a little early, so it'll be 1st and 10 from the – we'll split the difference, go 34-yard line here for the Warriors.
We'll take that. That's better than the 33.
Heck yeah.
Warriors will have a 1st down 10.
Well, I think we're getting in must-score territory here, Kyle, especially right before half.
Yes,
if we can make this a 2-possession game, do we get the ball to start the?
Yep. We kicked off to start. Keegan Gorge in the backfield with Kale Weisskopf. And he's going to look to throw to Tristan Perkle on the out route again. He makes the catch, and he gets stuck right away. But really good catch, really good effort. Number 9, Tim, and number 8, the freshman, what was his name?
That is Tanner Johnson.
Johnson. They came up to finish Perko off, but not before we got a first down.
Yeah, Tristan was in the slot, just ran a nice little out route there.
Same play he ran earlier. This time he's going to go in motion. He's going to get the handoff running to the right. He's going to try to put his
Sanka.
that was the other Sanka. I think that's Will. He was all over that.
Yeah, they're doing a good job of finishing there. Excellent block, though. Credit to Tristan for getting upfield and get what he could. Kale caught a nice little block there to help make that possible.
Get a 3-yard gain and make it 2nd and 7 for the Warriors from the Belt Plain 33-yard line.
Clock did stop there.
Yep, he got pushed out of bounds. Sanka rode him all the way out of bounds. We got 10 seconds on this play clock, though, so we got to get to the ball and get going. We're going to get the snap off. We're going to fake to Kale, do a little screen play like you've been saying. You've been saying that all night, and it works.
Yeah.
We were able to get 10 yards out of the deal. Just like you said, they're playing 10 yards off. Just do a pop pass out there and let the Jack or Rhoda, whoever it is, this time it was Jack, make a move and get past the freshman.
Yeah, he just, put his foot in the ground, went up. Tim made an excellent tackle there on the sideline. Breyer not phased, though. Warriors are going to get back up 2 receivers to the right side of the field.
And that's where he's looking. He's going to get K.O. Weiskop with a flat. Out of the flat to the right side. He's going to cut back to the left, and he's going to get 7 or 8 yards here.
Man, I thought he was dead to rights at the line of scrimmage, but he made a man miss, and we're cooking with grease again.
The only thing is here, like you said, we want to score before half, but we don't want to give them enough time to go back down and score as well. But they do only have 1 timeout remaining, so we might be okay there. 2 receivers to the left for the Warriors. Keegan Gorsh in the backfield with Kale Weiskop. Kale's going to get the bad exchange again. Kale's able to get back on the ball and maybe get a yard.
Yeah.
Get a yard.
Maybe half a yard there. I don't know what the deal was with that exchange. Maybe a blessing in disguise, Kyle. Keep this clock moving a little bit.
Right.
But still, we got to get 2 yards. We got to keep this train rolling. And, it's been the passing game that's got us down here. We're going to see it go back to it now that the field's condensed. I don't know.
We got to punch it in no matter what, like you said, in this half. We're going to tee set here. Tristan Perkle to the right, Kale Weiskop to the left. They're going to run a triple option. Kale Weiskop's going to get the ball on the pitch from Keegan, and he's right at the first down marker. I don't know if we quite got that or not.
I wish he'd have put his head down there.
Yeah, just ran through that guy.
Can't fault a guy for trying to make a play, though.
Fourth and 1 for the Warriors. Like you said, we have to pay this off. We have to get this first down.
Boy, I almost want to go hard count as aggressive as Belle Plains been here. And
they got him. You called it.
Nostradamus.
Wade Sanka came through, and good thing they blew the whistle because I think he's going to take Keegan Gorge's head off.
Yeah, they were about to head over to the old Chelsea there to the river. That's what that looked like.
So we got 1:23 to go here in the first half. Warriors are trailing 30-6. They got 1st and 10 from looks like the 11-yard line, so they're going to have enough. They're going to have a chance to get a first down if they don't get the touchdown.
And clock's still rolling. We like that. Maybe a little bit more urgency now that the play clock's down to 10.
Yeah, and we got 2 timeouts, so at least, like you said, with the game clock, we should be okay there. Kale's in the backfield with Keegan Gorsh here. He's going to be a personal protector, get Breyer Jack on an out route, and he's going to – he could have got called for offensive pass interference there.
That's what I was thinking. Old 14 and White got a little lucky there. Well,
I wish they would have ran more – instead of a streak like that, ran a little out route on that because he had the ball's in the right hash, so he had the whole it's farther right, I should say. So he had the whole left side of the end zone to make a play there. But it's going to be 2nd and 10 from the 11 here. Still good effort by Breyer Jack. Got his hands on it twice, but like you said, Johnson made a good play. Knocked that down.
Sticky coverage from a freshman.
Perkle coming in motion, right to left. He's going to get the ball, and K.O. Weissman's going to make a ball. Oh, he just gets lit up. He made a guy miss and then got smoked by the Sanka that made the penalty.
Ouchtown population Perkle.
Wait, Sanka. That's a 1-yard loss. Tristan Perkle gets up like nothing happened.
Yeah,
thankfully.
Typically half there. I think I'd still be laying there.
Especially at our age now. We wouldn't be getting up at all. So 30 seconds to go. 3rd and 11 here for the Warriors. Keegan Gorsh is going to look to throw. Running. Going to take a sack. and he takes a big loss to be back to the 20-yard line. So what I'm doing here, I'm probably going to let this clock wind all the way down, call a timeout, and take one Hail Mary shot or 20-yard shot.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing you can do, Kyle. This is these obvious passing situations have really been hurting the Warriors. Just a lot of olays from the offensive line, unfortunately. And we got to do a little bit better job to try to give Gorsh just a little bit of time.
We're gonna have a timeout with 1 second. So that you heard that horn. That is not true. There will be 1 second on the clock. So we'll have one play here. The Warriors will have a chance on this fourth and 20.
Yeah, I think I'm Belle Plaine here. I think I'm only going to send 3. I mean, you've been getting after it with 3, no problem.
But most of the time, what we saw earlier in the game, they've been bringing that extra blitzer on that, like you said, the obvious passing down. So we'll see what they have planned here. We'll do a quick little recap, like a 2-3 minute little recap of what we saw. So see what Coach Sampson and the Warriors have dialed up here. Got to have time to throw the ball. That's the big thing.
Yeah, he's got a helper in the backfield with him, Weiskopf.
Kagan backing up, throwing the ball up, jump ball up to Briar Jack. He's going to try to come back for it, and it was just a little miscommunication. It was thrown to the inside. Briar Jack thought it was coming to the outside, and incomplete pass. So Belle Plaine will lead 30-6 over the Warriors at half. So quick little recap of the first half of what you saw, Brandon.
Yeah, I mean, I saw a lot of physicality from Belle Plaine. I mean, it was a heavy dosage of Mr. Sankett, Wade Sankett early and often, mixing in a little bit of Peyton Dostal, and then you see Aiden Tim, the senior quarterback, come in, and that extra added element of even though they've only passed once, just having the threat of him being able to do that has really opened up some things for the Plainsmen. And for the Warriors, I mean, the quick passing game's been good. Passing in situations that aren't obvious, was really freed some things up for Gorsh, Jack, the other receivers. We just got to do a little bit better in those obvious passing situations, not put ourselves behind the sticks either.
Right, like you said earlier, we had a 3rd and 5 where it was third manageable, and then, like I said, we get 3rd and 7 and longer, and we just have troubles all year, and that's what happened. We got in a 3rd and 9, then we got a 4th and I think it was a 4th and 3 or whatever it was, and we went to a pass, and they just brought pressure right up the gut. And like you said, give credit to Keegan for standing in there. He's running for his life, and then he's getting tackled, and he's still throwing the ball up and at least giving his athletes a chance to try to make a play. So that'll be the end of the first half, like we said. It looks like they're going to have a little bit longer halftime. They got parents' night, so we got 19 minutes on the clock. We'll probably be back about 8 minutes left on the clock, so give us 10, 11 minutes here, and we'll go get a break real quick, go to the bathroom, and get a refreshment if we need to. 30-6, Belle Plaine leads at halftime over the Warriors.
And now the band roster. The parents, 8th grader Darius Lee, son of Christine Hope. Logan Van Allen, son of John and Destiny Van Allen. Robert Westemeyer, son of Aaron and Rebecca Westemeyer. And Nolan Caesar, son of Brad and Kathy Caesar. Your freshmen, Tanner Johnson, son of Tracy Popish and Matthew Johnson. Caleb Kepin, son of Jessica Kepin. Lincoln Moore, son of Matt and Michelle Moore. Claire Newhouse, daughter of Casey and Andy Newhouse. Cora Hemmingson Brinkman, daughter of Megan Hemmingson and Damian Brinkman. And Xavier Reinhardt, son of Wesley and Chantel Reinhardt. Sophomore, Caleb Ward, son of Chris Ward. Your juniors, Asher Adams, daughter of Sue Sturts. Ian Beck, son of Stephen and Melissa Beck. Nico Worth, son of Tim and Gina Worth. And our foreign exchange student, Sakud Tanaka, daughter of Kaori and Shiguru Tanaka, and host parents, Casey and Andy Newhouse. And now for the seniors, Cosmo Checo, son of Don and Jeff Checo. E.J. Reinhardt, son of Wesley and Chantel Reinhardt. Reagan Millison, daughter of Jessica Wagner. And Richard Westermeyer, son of Aaron and Ashley Westermeyer. Ladies and gentlemen, the band members, the senior band members and their parents. And now for the cheerleaders. Freshman Cora Hemmingson Brinkman, daughter of Megan Hemmingson and Damian Brinkman. And Claire Newhouse, daughter of Casey and Andy Newhouse. Sophomore, Demontre Morris, son of Christina Ayasi and Daryl Morris. Once again, our foreign exchange student, Saku Tanaka, daughter of Kaori and Shiguru Tanaka, and host family, Casey and Andy Newhouse. Kaylin Perk, daughter of Sarah and Donnie Perk. Junior, Sawyer Newhouse, son of Casey and Andy Newhouse. And Ash Hemmingson Brinkman, daughter of Megan Hemmingson and Damian Brinkman. And finally, our senior cheerleaders, Ava Grider, daughter of Charlotte and Bill Grider. And Haley Manley, daughter of Tammy and Mike Manley. Ladies and gentlemen, our 2025 cheerleaders. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the Belle Plaine Marching Band. The Belle Plaine Marching Band is proud to present their 2025 show, Secret Agents. Tonight, you'll be hearing the theme from James Bond, Secret Agent Man, and Soul Bossa Nova. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is Secret Agents.
Amber's over there talking.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Ball Plain Marching Band. The band is directed and conducted by Chris Miner, with Assistant Director Larissa Marble. The color guard is directed by Emma Peebles. Hey, Plains and Bands, the Belle Plaine Athletic Boosters would like to invite you to join them at the Benton County Brewing Company tonight right after the game. They will have free popcorn, and you can also purchase drinks, appetizers, and pizza. They are located at Main Street across the street from CarQuest. Hope to see you there.
All right, we're back here on the Warrior Cast. Brandon Leonard, big thanks again for coming down. HLV TC trails Belle Plaine Plainsman 30-6. We got carried away there. We got 5 minutes left to go here to halftime. We got carried away talking to Austin Roberts, who was a assistant basketball coach at HLV for the last few years. Moved on to Vinton Shellsburg this year, so best of luck. You're getting a little catch up with him. Best of luck to him, and I think he's a freshman. The freshman head coach, and then he's assistant for the varsity. So best of luck for him on that boys program. He tried to recruit me to do girls basketball there at Vinton Shellsburg, and I was like, there's no freaking way with having 3 kids and a 4th on the way and getting off work at 4 o'clock to make it clear to Vinton Shellsburg every single day for practice and games.
Yeah, we've made that trip to Vinton a lot in our day, Kyle, to go into the old Benton County Speedway, the bull ring there, and yeah, just too many irons in the fire for old Mr. Shaw here, Papa Shaw.
Yeah, and like Zach Schrapp said last week, we had Warrior Rec night last week at home, and we had flag football night. Whoever was in the team and the coaches and all that stuff get announced. You've been there. You announced a few of those halftime deals, and yeah, we had that last night. I coached that. We got our last soccer game tomorrow. Both my kids, both my older kids, Grayson and Paley, are both in that. So then we got football done last Monday. No, 2 Mondays ago. And then silly me text some of the 1st and 2nd grade parents, say, hey, what about getting some practice for basketball going on? So we started that last Monday. We got Jared Hirschberg even from Brooklyn. try to send an invite to everybody around Marengo, Brooklyn, and HLV area. We're going to the Victor Baptist Church on Mondays from 5:30 to 6:30. So it's a nice little deal. The kids, we had 8 kids there last week, and they actually learned and they actually got after it for being first graders. So first and second graders, I should say. So it's nice to see.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's never too early to try to, teach the kids the fundamentals, and for the parents' sake, burn a lot of energy, and
especially on a Monday night.
Yeah, we need that after a weekend. Maybe a little restless going back to school on Monday, but no, that's awesome. Kudos to you and in the area. Everyone. It takes a village to make this work, and tip the cap to you guys for doing that.
Yeah, just trying to, like you said, just trying to get the fundamentals started for the younger group. That's what we kind of see, or we have seen in the past few years at HLV when I was coaching. Just the fundamentals are there, but they're just not taught at an early enough age. So we're just a little bit behind the 8 ball. We're teaching them in 3rd, 4th, 5th grade rather than 1st and 2nd grade. HLV right now doesn't offer a 1st and 2nd grade basketball program. They start in 3rd grade, which I understand. Gym availability, all that stuff. There's a lot to it, and I mean, you thank them for doing what they do, the rec department for all they do, but it's just for me. I want to get my kid involved, and I know there's some other kids. I had some parents say, "Hey, my kid really enjoys basketball, and he really liked you as a football coach. So would you want to do something?" So I was like, "Heck yeah, we'll do something." And basketball is my thing.
Yeah, absolutely. No, you've always been a big hoop advocate. Basketball has been your favorite sport ever since I can remember you, and I've known you since I was in diapers. And I, looking back, being a kid myself, some of the things I look forward to the most were, just any sort of play, pickup basketball I get. Right. We played at Ingram Park in Ladora there forever. I love basketball camp, getting a T-shirt, getting a pair of shorts, just
back
little things like that.
Digger Phelps coaching, the basketball camps, doing all those drafts and stuff like that. The older kids were, and I think what was Coach Sean Welsh? What was he always?
Oh, he was always the UC Irvine
Anteaters. Yep, always 100% every single time. So we got 40 seconds before we go back game time. Actually, they're probably adding another 3 minutes on because HLV TC is not out here yet. So usually they add another 3 minutes on afterwards, which was kind of surprising since it's already a 20-minute halftime. But we'll do a quick background of Brandon Leonard for the Tri-County people that don't know him. Brandon Leonard, what year did you graduate from HLV?
I graduated in 2011, Kyle.
And you were a part of a state basketball team, correct?
Yep. I was lucky enough to pick splinters out of my butt riding the pine for that third place team. Actually, in all seriousness, took a lot of pride in securing a roster spot for that team. Was 4 years varsity on the basketball team. Played football 4 years, ran track all 4 years, and had a pretty good amount of success with the teams I was on. I was lucky to play with a lot of great teammates.
I would say you had some studs in your class and studs all around you, above you and below you. That basketball year, would have been your freshman year, would have been my senior year, where we had Jared Hirschberg and Dylan Miller at the helm of running the ship there. And then that junior class was pretty athletic too. So, like you said, getting a roster spot as a freshman, that's pretty crazy with the group that you had. But like you said, going through all that, I mean, you had success all the way through. What are some of your highlights? Qualify for state, anything besides basketball?
Yeah, I mean, I think we made the postseason every year. When I was in football, I took a lot of pride in playing ball. I mean, we made it, I think, to the round of 8 my sophomore year, and I got a pretty good amount of playing time then. I would say my senior year maybe didn't quite achieve as much as we would have liked. Had my best game against Belle Plaine. I had a nice interception return for a touchdown back then. So with gosh, I think there's 25 seconds left. I was pretty fired up about that. But no, I mean, I was a 3-year state qualifier in track. Won a few conference championships on some relays. Even stole a district championship in the 200-meter dash from Tri-County's Isaac Shaw. Only time I beat him, I guess. I got him on. I got him on my best day and probably his worst day, but I'll take it.
So nowadays, as we grow up and we start our families of our own, a little bit about you and your family, wife and kids.
Yep, been married for it'll be 5 years in December to my wife Maddie. She works in human resources at a senior living community in Johnston. I've got 2 children. My son Vincent will be 3 in November, and then we've got our daughter Murphy, who was born in January of this year. We live in Earlham now. We've lived there for about a year and a half. I have been working with Viridian Credit Union for about a decade. I'll celebrate 10 years there next May, and in my free time, goodness, I mean, we're here, there, everywhere, and recently got to start up a fun little sports platform, kind of covering a little bit of high school, mainly small colleges in Iowa. We're called Sports Guys Iowa. If you get a chance to listen to our weekly Pick'em show and read any of our articles, we'd really appreciate it. It's just a fun side gig that we just do for the love of the game.
And where do they find you on Sports Guys Iowa? Is that a website? Is that a Twitter? Or what is it?
Yeah, we've got sportsguysiowa.com where you can go and find our articles, put a preview of this squad up here, so maybe some people got to see that. You can find us on Spotify and YouTube with our podcast, perfect. Of course, on Twitter as well. We got a handle.
Right. So, big thanks again, Brandon, for coming down. And it's just nice to get back to kind of catching up together and then talking about football and seeing football on Friday Night Lights. Looks like Belle Plains going to kick off here with Mass. They're going to do an onside kick, and they're going to get an onside kick right out of the gates. Belle Plains is up 30-6, and they're going to come out an onside kick.
Davian Thompson's got his hands up about something. I'm not sure what he's worked up about. The ball just, I don't know if he didn't think it was going to get 10 yards, and then it did.
Yeah, I don't know, but Belle Plains going to take over, 1st and 10 from the Warriors' 34-yard line. And Aiden Tim is in the game, so whatever happened in that first quarter is now gone, and that was a false start in the outside wide receiver. He did a little
shimmy there, just kind of moved his feet a little bit.
Well, Aiden Tim wanted motion from Dostal, and when that happened and didn't actually happen, Cooper Sternan kind of got a little jump, got a little hasty, and gets a 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, move him on back.
But we saw what happened the last time Aiden Tim checked in. They had 1st and 25, and they were still able to score in that drive. So yeah, I don't know if that'll help us or not. We got it. Anything will help in our eyes. So
yeah.
And we still got no Garrett Reed. Davian Thompson's still in there at DN. They're going to run the same play. They're going to fake Dostal coming in motion. Aiden Tim's going to keep it, and he's breaking tackles left and right, and he almost gets a first down. You're not even close to a first down, buddy.
Yeah, well, he thought
well, he
about
is,
it. A little closer than maybe we originally anticipated.
I thought he was 2 yards deeper, but it'd be 2nd and 1, so a 14-yard pickup for Aiden Tim right up the gut on that little fake jet sweep
up the gut, and didn't really have a whole lot of contact there. We didn't really put a hat on the ball there.
So we got Aiden Tim in the backfield alone. They hurry up to the line. He's going to run right up the gut, and he's going to get a first down and more. It'll be 1st and 10 from the HLV TC 20-yard line. And now I see why Derek Cressley didn't have a lot of catches on the year, because he was playing in Wade Sankot's place at the beginning of the game, and now I think Cressley moved back to the line. I do believe he's on the left guard now, so that's why he didn't have a lot of receptions on the year. Aiden Tim's going to fake a pass and throw deep, and just out of the reach of Boston Rorta. Actually, he was split the two. That was weird, like you said earlier. They had 2 verticals in the exact same spot.
Yeah, I don't know if that's by design or not, Kyle, but certainly creates a lot of congestion, and to the success of the Warriors there. Yeah,
Rorta gave his best effort, laid out for the ball, but didn't quite get it. So it'll be 2nd and 10 here for the Plainsmen at the 20-yard line. 10:40 to go here in the third quarter. Aiden Tim in the backfield alone. He's going to run to the right behind Sankot. Both Sankots.
He's got a wall.
Oh, wow.
An escort. Wow.
That was awesome by Will Sankot, who snaps the ball, and he pulls all the way out to the right as well. And Aiden Tim just held onto his back, kind of like Bobby Boucher did in the Water Boy.
Yeah.
And Sankot finished off a block, and Aiden Tim ran in for another touchdown.
Yeah, Tim's even got number 9 like Boucher has there. And, man, that was just an escort there. You don't see a whole lot of centers pull at the high school level, and that was really successful. We got a little bit of a trick play, a little swinging gate here.
Swinging gate, yeah.
And they're just going to snap that over to Wade Sankett.
Yeah.
He's short.
Yeah. Wade Sankett was clear out to the left hash. They had it in the center of the field, and Will snaps it straight over to Wade, and he's going to come up short. So that'll keep it 36-6. That'll keep the running clock at it. Well, it wouldn't have been a running clock even with a 2-point conversion. Running clock does start at 35 points. So Belle Plaine leads 36-6 with 10:42 to go in the third quarter. Brandon hit you with a sponsor real quick since we didn't get those at halftime because we were talking about a little bit about the background.
Absolutely. Thanks, Kyle. We'll go to Kiesel Brothers Seed, your local decal and Asgrow hybrid dealer. Kiesel Brothers Seed supports all of our HLV TC student athletes. Stoll Construction is a big fan of the HLV TC Warriors and a proud supporter of this broadcast. Best of luck on the season. Tim Electric takes the sticker shock out of electrifying service. Contact Tim Electric the next time you need a repair, retrofit, or new install. Hardin Brothers Propane has all the propane you need for your residential grain drying needs. Adam and the gang at Hardin Brothers Propane wish the Warriors best of luck this season.
Got an update from the Winterset Waynesburg game. Winterset leads 8-0 at halftime. So like Brandon said, it was going to be a dog fight there.
Another
onside kick, but we had everybody up this time, and Colin Menacucci gets on it right away. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Warriors at their own 36-yard line.
Yeah, definitely need to use something here with this short field here, Kyle. As you noted, the running clock is getting close.
It's on the horizon, ain't it? So we got Briarjack. I like that matchup with Briarjack versus Johnson. Like you've been calling it all night.
Oh,
they're gonna do It was a empty backfield to Keegan Gorsh, bad snap, and he recovers it 10, 12 yards backwards. So it'd be second
and Chelsea.
Second and Chelsea, just like you said. That's a good way to describe it. So we come out of the first drive of the game. We went backwards to start. Now this first drive of the second half, we're going backward to start. Just hard to. Now they can give the 10 to 15-yard cushion and be okay with it.
Yeah, he's 15 yards off the line of, and we're going to run it here quick and
get nothing.
Kale's still got nothing here, so got to find a way to get this line going. I don't know what they got to do. If we got to simplify, run some base stuff, just take pulling out of it. I'm not sure, Kyle, but 3rd and forever here. This is not what the Warriors want to be in.
Yeah, especially the first drive of the second half after the Plainsmen just scored, and like you mentioned, trying to keep that clock or keep that score under 35 to keep that running clock out of it.
And realistically, you're not going to get everything here. Try to get 10.
Right. Keegan Gorsh is looking to throw. He's running for his life. Cuts back to the right. He's got running room. He's going to try to throw the ball deep.
Oh, boy.
And it's going to be intercepted by, I think that's one of the Sankup. Nope, that's
Tim.
Aiden
Tim. But, I mean, if you're Keegan Gorsh there, Kyle, what do you have to lose? You're about to punt on 3rd and about to be 4th and 23. That's as good as a punt.
Yeah, actually, where he threw the ball to was actually the first down marker. So, I mean, like you said, just throw it up for grabs and see what happens rather than taking a sack and then punting and not getting as far downfield. So
and I'll give Belle Plaine one, their pass rush got home again, but even here where we've been saying try to get it to Briarjack, Briar was covered like a blanket there.
So now they got empty backfield with Aiden Tim. He's going to roll out to the right. He's going to look to go deep to number 2, Dostal, and he's
wide open.
Gone. And like you said, Aiden Tim just throws a way better ball than Sankot just because that's his job.
Yeah.
So that's really Sankot just been subbing in as it.
Yeah, just, Warriors down 30. You're not expecting a pass on first down. And credit to Dostal for just running looked like a little wheel there.
Yep.
And was just wide open. Green grass and white stripes.
And, Colin Menacucci subbing at linebacker for the first time this week. And that's just hard for him. I mean, it's hard to figure all that out on the fly. Aiden Tim in that swinging gate, and they're going to throw it to the center.
Sank it.
Yep, because an 8-man football. So weird. But he's the last guy on the line of scrimmage on the right side as he snapped it. So he can go ahead and catch the ball.
just a fun little play design there, getting everyone involved for the Plainsmen. And, like you said with Minicucci, you really can't tell, from me being an outsider, not really seeing a whole lot of the Warriors this year. He's done a pretty good job of finding the ball and tracking things down. That's tough for anyone to ask,
right.
Being in single coverage on a receiver too.
Especially with Dostal's speed. I mean, Dostal is fast. I mean, you saw it on that jet sweep earlier, and you see it right there on that wheel route. He's just a quick player, and then that chemistry going back with Aiden Tim rather than Sankot. He puts the ball right on the money. He runs right underneath it and runs over a touchdown to make the score 44-6, and that continuous clock is now in play. We'll see if Belle Plaine goes with another onside kick or not. Or maybe they were just trying to get to a 35-point lead and just now take the foot off the gas a little bit.
Absolutely. They want to get to the ice house before that closes. Is that still open?
Yeah. I don't know when they close. I don't know if they get to when they get to winter hours. I don't know. I don't make it over to Belle Plaine very often. I got an update from the English Valley Iowa Valley game. After 3, Iowa Valley leads 63-6. Squib kick. Colin Minicucci's going to get it. He's going to try to make something happen. He takes a pop, and he runs through the tackle, and he's going to get an extra 5 yards after that pop.
Yeah, the first contact was made there by, you guessed it, Dostal, who just came off with the touchdown. But tip of the cap to Minicucci for keeping his balance and finding some more yards there.
And refs are trying to get the clock to get going because they are up 35. So the clock is running 1st and 10 from their own 30 for the Warriors here. And like I said, I've been telling Jeff Huber all week that Iowa Valley's going to have no problem with EV, and sure enough, it is 63-6 after 3. So King Gorsh is going to throw a quick out route to Briar Jack, who makes the Johnson kid miss, and he's going to get 6 yards out of the deal. This is what you've been asking for in the first half.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's as good as a run. You don't necessarily need to run. This is a good extension of the run game there. Cresley came in and made a nice hit on Briar, but not after 5 yards.
Right. So we got second, and we're going to go quick, which is good for the Warriors. Going to throw the same play, and that was Belle Plaine got pressure, so Keegan tried to do a little lob pass and threw it over Briar Jack's head.
And Briar's got a little bit of a limp. It's third quarter of a game, though. We're late in the season. You're going to start to see guys that are dinged up, and he's going to play through it. He's a tough cookie.
Yeah, now we got Garrett Reed back in the game at center, so maybe we were just trying something. Yeah, Garrett Reed's back in the game, so
no.
It was an out route to Tristan Perkle and bounced off his helmet, bounced off his hands, and Dostal comes down with it, and he returns it for a touchdown, but a 45-yard return. I don't know why Garrett Reed's out the whole first half. Maybe another thing we're speculating, or I'm speculating, he had to disciplinary action. I don't know. Or maybe they were just trying a different look and seeing if they get something else going.
I don't know. They had that bad snap the last time, too. But, nevertheless, I don't know. Perkle wasn't ready for it. Just went through his hands there. But
too hot. I don't know.
Tip drill, and the Plainsmen just keep piling it on.
They're still in that same formation, that swinging gate. And they're going to run the exact same play. Aiden Tim's going to try to keep it this time, runs through the tackle, and he's in for a 2-point conversion.
3 Warriors had a chance at him there.
Tristan Perkle was the last one to make the attempt, and to no avail. So that makes the score Belle Plaine 52 to the Warriors 6. 7:30 to go here in the third quarter. Like we said, continuous clock is going to get going, and it's going to be going hot and heavy here. We're going to have a hard time getting that clock to be stopped.
We'll do another sponsorship read here. WH Construction in Victor is building new communities one brick at a time. Whether you're building, remodeling, or in need of repairs, WH Construction can handle all your small or large projects. Lights Insurance provides coverage for ag, auto, commercial, condo, farm, home, power sports, and renters. Best of luck to the Warriors from Lights Insurance. Keystone Savings Bank is proud to support HLV TC students on and off the field. Everyone at Keystone Savings Bank says go Warriors. And Cooperative Telephone Company is a sponsor of our area students in and out of the classrooms. Best of luck to the Warriors. Kyle, I don't know what we got to do. It's just...
just
some self-inflicted wounds here.
Yeah, that's all it is. We got a new kicker in here.
That's Dostal.
And I don't know who that was that got on it. Tristan Perkle.
Double deuce, yeah.
That was one of those. I'm going to lay on the ball here and just take a little nap.
Yeah, you can't have this. I needed some space. give me just a break here. But a nice recovery.
They'll give the Warriors the 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Now you touched on the Tigers, Kyle. I'm interested to see, can they keep their guys healthy? How deep of a run can they make in the postseason? Casey Kroll's doing a great job over there.
Yeah, you had a nice little tidbit on him at the beginning of the year, that whole team at the beginning of the year. Briar Jack checks in at quarterback here, hands it off to K.O. Weiskup, and it's a loss of 1. So it'll be 2nd and 11 here.
Yeah, he didn't have a chance there. You're starting to see a little bit of rotation here, it looks like, from the Plainsmen. Number 3, Wade Sankett, who has put in a lot of work today, is getting subbed out here for Damian Fisher. Looks like he's listed as a defensive lineman, but he's at linebacker right now, 67.
This is huge for the Plainsmen because, like I said, they control their own destiny. If they win this game, they go to 3-1 in the district, and the only person that's in front of them is Iowa Valley, who killed them. Briar Jack does a road to read option here and loses another 2 yards.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. They're subbing in people, and the wheels have just proverbial wheels just kind of fell off right now for the Warriors.
Yeah, the first few mistakes there, they went with that onside kick right at a half by the Plainsmen really took the wind out of the sails for the Warriors.
3rd and 12 here, Kyle.
Yeah, 3rd and 12. Briar Jack in the backfield with K.O. Weiskopf. They're going to hand it off to K.O. running left. He's going to look for running room, cut back. Cressley's going to one hand. That doesn't happen very often to K.O. Weiskopf. Derek Cressley reaches out one hand, pulls him down, but K.O.'s momentum was all going backwards anyways, so it'd be 4th and 11.
Yeah, not a whole lot K.O. Weiskopf could do there. Looks like 64, Garrett Reed heading out, 38.
It looks like they're going to punt
Caden
here.
McDonald going to be coming in, and, the Warriors are going to punt.
And like you said, when they do punt, the Plainsmen don't put anybody back deep. Wherever it lands is where it lands.
Well, now they're going to...
Oh, that was not a very good punt. That's the worst punt I've seen out of Kale all year.
Well,
Going to get a friendly bounce at least.
He does get a friendly bounce, and Kyle, I don't know... I'd say that kind of caught him by surprise because it looked like maybe Belle Plaine was going to, stay back, and then all of a sudden he's got 3 guys in his mug. So good job for him just getting it off.
It'll be Plainsmen, 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Clock is running. They lead 52-6.
We got a quick sponsor here, Roaring Brother Fertilizers, your local partner in the field. They're committed to increasing your yields through custom fertilizer applications. Best of luck to the Warriors. We appreciate Paul and Bryce, the team over there at Roars, and it looks like Sankett's back in the game under center. We're going to run a little counter to number 10. That's Cressley, and the Warriors showing a bit of backbone there, pushing him back. Kyle, loss of 5.
Yeah, didn't just bend over and get out of this game. They still firing around defensively. Davian Thompson in for Garrett Reed, still at DN. So I don't know if Garrett Reed's a little dinged up and he's just playing a little bit of offense, and that's it. We'll see what Coach Henning says on the Coach's Corner next Wednesday. Big thanks to True Photography by DJ for sponsoring that show for us. It's a nice 10, 15-minute show with Coach Henning, just kind of get his thoughts on last week and the current week coming up. Dostal on a jet sweep to the left for the Plainsmen. And it looks like he's going to get back right around to the original line of scrimmage to make it 3rd and 10.
Yeah, Kale was right there on that one to stop another big game. Dostal's been, this has been his half. Probably his best half of football he might have all year.
Right, yeah. I didn't really see much of him on the scouting report just by looking at varsity bound, but he's been very active tonight offensively and like you said, getting a pick 6 as well.
Yeah, no doubt. Looks like the mystery man, Craig Massman, back into the game for the Plainsmen as they huddle up.
And Aiden Tim is off the field, so maybe he was just dinged up and he wanted to get a few snaps in for parents tonight. I don't know. Dostal's going to get the ball running left, and he's got enough for a first down.
Yeah, he had a whole brigade of blockers in front of him, and it was just enough to move the sticks, and now looks like get into Warrior territory yet again.
Plainsmen do a good job of getting all their people, all 7 other guys out in front.
They look like they'd be a pretty good track team. They still good at track, Kyle?
I'm not sure. I don't go to many track meets anymore, and track was never my cup of tea. I was a distance guy. So.
I think that was another feather in my cap. We won team title my freshman year for the SICL conference, and I think Belle Plaine won at the other 3.
They had some good athletes back then. 1st and 10 here for the Plainsmen.
Another overload to the left side.
They're going to have a holding or unsportsmanlike conduct. It looks like Coles is finally going to get. Isn't that Coles?
That
finally going to get in trouble for what he was doing after his initial block.
Yeah, he's. We've seen him down in the backfield a lot, kind of laying on guys. A little bit of extracurricular activities.
That time he's going to get caught for a holding.
Yeah.
I think going back to your Belle Plaine days as a class against you, you had what? Was it Brian Crow and was it Savion?
Savon Stewart.
Savon.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's 2 of the studs. I mean, I don't know. They were your grade, right?
They were a year older than me, so it had been. We ran the 100-meter dash with those 2, Denzel Van Sant from BGM. You get down to Tri-County, they had some weapons in there. Colt Brumbaugh. Isaac Shaw, rest in peace, Michael Armstrong. We had some tough runners.
Yeah, Sickle. I mean, there's some good athletes came out of Sickle, and in that time of the year or time of the whatever I don't know time of the era. Yeah. So I mean, then you had down at Keota, you had Taylor Stoutner. He was a pretty good basketball player. Jared Hirschberg from HLV was a good basketball player. Just looking at basketball still, Tyler Olson was a decent basketball player for Iowa Valley. So, I mean, there's good athletes around our area.
We've had a lot of talent come out of the SICL conference and still coming out today. I still try to box score with some colleges. Saw Eddie Burgess from Montezuma the other night playing for the Upper Iowa Peacocks. Had a touchdown.
Yeah. 2nd and 20 here for the Plainsmen. Dose is going to get the ball running right. And he just going to get Tristan Perkle makes a good effort and brings him down for a first down, but it would have been a touchdown without Perkle's effort.
Yeah, 2s were wild right there. 22 on 2, they're bringing him down. They're doing such a great job of waiting for their blocks, letting the plays develop. I mean, and
it's weird because it's a stretch game. They get out wide to the right, and their linemen are still getting clear out there. It's just crazy that they can get there with nobody really shooting that gap.
Yeah, they're doing a good job. Coach Smith, I remember here always saying, get the 4, it could be 40. That's been the Plainsman mantra tonight.
Sankott in the backfield alone now. He's going to hand it off to Cressley up the gut. Oh, he should have been tackled, and nobody brought him down until he gets 5 yards.
Got to buy the jersey. That was 58 Davian Thompson using his length again.
So like you were saying with
Davian's wanting to know why the PA announcer gave the tackle to Breyer.
Like you said about the Sickle athletes, Brady Bolton, who's their stud quarterback down there at Montezuma, also a really, really, really good shooter and good basketball player, just committed earlier this year, probably a month ago, to Grinnell College.
Oh, wow.
So, and he gets to play that run-and-gun type of offense and stuff like that, and obviously if you get to Grinnell, you're a smart kid too, so...
Yeah, absolutely.
Hats off to them, and congratulations on that. I think Buddy, his dad, he either played some college ball or he works at Grinnell College, something like that now. So good for them. End of the third quarter, Belle Plaine leads 52-6 over the HLV TC Warriors. Another good athlete came out of Iowa Valley last year, Caleb Hawk, playing D1 football at Northern Illinois. So, like you said, if you put all of our Sickle kids together, we could have a superstar team. But it's just nice to see that Sickle still is producing.
Absolutely. No, it's been a long time since I lived in the area, but I try to stay in the know as much as I can, and I heard a lot of good things about Caleb there. Coach Kroll's had nothing but good things to say. I watched the state track meet this year. You don't see too many 6'9" guys running down Big Blue, and holy cow, that guy could scoot.
And then also coming out of HLV last year, Emma Roberts, state high jump champion, going to Wartburg, and then along with her, she got Lydia Creel from Marengo, Iowa Valley, going with her. So, like you said, it's just crazy that the riches of this sickle actually has that are kind of just overlooked.
Yeah, for sure. And we'll kind of pivot back to the game here real quick. Looks like we're starting to get some reserves in at the skill positions for the Plainsmen.
Yep.
We had Corbin Spencer and Tanner Johnson, a pair of freshmen, in the backfield there. As we're going to have 3rd and 3 from the Warrior 20 with about 11 and a half to go in the game.
It looks like number 8, like you said, Tanner Johnson's going to run the play in for the Plainsmen.
And he's been asked to do a lot tonight.
Yeah.
He's he hadn't really gave up a big play. He's done his job.
And you got Boston Upaw out there as a receiver to the right, and Tanner Johnson's going to get the ball running to the left. Eason Crum going to pull him down for no gain, so they'll keep it 4th and 2, 4th and 3, somewhere in here. See if the Warriors can get a stop against the backups here for the Plainsmen. Who you said? Set number 7. Yep, Spencer, another freshman. So a lot of freshmen, a lot of underclassmen on the field now. Number 60, Cooper Cernan. We've been seeing him a lot line up wide. It looks like he might be more on the offensive line for this group. Nope, he's still as a tight end, wide receiver.
Tight end left. They got one receiver to the right, Upaw.
They're going to give it to 7, Spencer, and he's going to get
close.
He made a second effort, and he got pretty close to the first down. It's going to be HLV TC on the turnover on downs.
Excellent job there by the Warriors to put a halt to that drive. Trying to keep an eye on to see who do we got going in for the Warriors. It looks like we got Minicucci still back in the game. Some familiar faces that have played most of the game. I see Rorda out there, Perkle.
It looks like most of the starters are out there, and like you said, Colin Minicucci's going to check in to Briar Jack's spot as Briar Jack goes to Keegan Gore's quarterback spot. So 10.5 to go here. Belle Plaine leads 52-6. Rorda out wide to the right. Empty backfield for Briar Jack here. Kale Weiskup on a screen play to the left. Number 7, Spencer tries to make a tackle. He makes the guy miss, and he's going to run down for 8 or 9 yards here.
Yeah, that's just a case of a veteran like Weiskopf. Excellent pursuit there by the youngster Spencer for Belle Plaine, and the Warriors are now going to use a little bit of tempo. Weiskopf's going to flank Jack to his left. Couple receivers to the right.
Going to hand it off to Kale, running right. He's
got a lane.
Try to make a move. Going to get tackled. Very, like you said, the Tanner Johnson kid. Not a big kid, but he plays hard for a freshman.
He's making the most of his opportunity. I mean, this is what you're looking forward to when you're a freshman. You're ideally, if you're Belle Plaine, you want to see this. You want to see this big lead so you get your chance to shine. Show the coaches what you can do now and in the future.
So we got 1st and 10 from the Belle Plaine 30-yard line. Kale gets the ball again, and then Spencer, another freshman, makes a good play.
A nice kick-out block that landed Ankrum there. Gave Kale a lane.
So the Warriors that are still on the field now, you got Colin Minicucci, Tristan Perkle, Easton Crum, Garrett Reed, Landon Ankrum, Boston Rorda, Briar Jack, and Kale Weiskopf. 9 minutes to go here in the game. Belle Plaine leads 52-6.
Boy, they got old 8 Johnson.
He's tight on Rorda this time, ain't he? Little swing pass out of the backfield to Kale Weiskopf. He's going to make a guy. He's going to make a guy miss, but that was a good tackle.
Excellent tackle. Sophomore Damian Fisher, number 67.
You see the numbers a lot quicker than I do. I don't see them that quick.
Great vision, Kyle. You grew up with glasses.
Well, I got LASIK, and it obviously didn't work very well, did it?
No, that was a very good play. I mean, Kale's a load to bring down,
and it don't look like Kale's running quite nearly as hard as he usually does, just because he's probably just taking shots after shots after shots.
Got back to the line of scrimmage there, and he was lucky. The 3 Plainsmen right there on him. I mean, they're just these guys are relentless.
And like you said, it's the young guys. They're still making plays. So that's kind of an eye-opener and a worrisome thing for the Warriors and the Rhinos, as Coach Henning calls them.
Yeah.
And maybe they're just wore down a little bit. These guys are fresh, though, too. So that's a very good possibility.
For sure, yeah. Probably a little bit of both here. It's Coach Nillis, you said?
Yep, Scott Nillis.
Scott Nillis. He's got to like what he's seeing here.
Kale going to shift from left to right to Briar Jack. Briar Jack's going to look to throw, look for Kale out in the flat. He's going to get a first down.
And a whole
he
lot
makes
more.
Spencer miss. He's going to run in for a touchdown. And Boston Upaw wanted nothing to do with that. He thought about his Saturday and a Sunday rather than taking a shot there. He'll just let Kale walk in for a touchdown.
That, Kyle, is what you call a business decision.
Yes. Kind of like in basketball, not getting on that poster.
Yeah,
Same thing.
Yeah, your choices were made there, and a tip of the cap though for Kale to break a tackle, get those yak yards, get the Warriors a much needed touchdown.
Tight T set in this 2-point conversion for the Warriors. Bad snap. Briar Jack's going to pick it up, kind of like a Trevor Lawrence type deal, and he's going to find Rhoda on out route to the right for a 2-point conversion. So the Warriors now trail 52-14 with 7.5 to go in the game, and that touchdown was brought to you by
Hartwick Ag, your authorized dealer for MacDon products and more. They also repair all implement makes and models. See Hartwick Ag for your next implement repair or purchase. Kiesel Brothers Seed is your local DeKalb and Asgrow hybrid dealer. Kiesel Brothers Seed supports all of our HLV TC students and athletes. Stoll Construction is a big fan of the HLV TC Warriors and a proud supporter of this broadcast. Best of luck this season, Warriors. Tim Electric takes the sticker shock out of electrifying service. Contact Tim Electric the next time you need a repair, retrofit, or new install. Hardin Brothers Propane has all the propane you need for your residential grain drying needs. Adam and the gang at Hardin Brothers wish the Warriors the best of luck this season.
So it looks like we're going to line up to kick off. Looks like Briar Jack is still going to do the kickoff for the Warriors. I can't see
one
and then Johnson back there to return for the Plainsmen. I wouldn't be surprised if Coach Henning just dials up an onside kick here too.
Don't have a whole lot to lose.
He's going to kick it deep. Johnson's going to return it from his own 5. He's cutting all the way to the other side of the field, and Boston Roda on chase, and Boston Roda is going to make a good tackle coming from the opposite side of the field.
Yeah, excellent chase down there, and kind of use the sideline as our friend there, an extra defender. As I think that's the first one tonight that Briar hasn't put through the end zone.
Yeah,
the only alumni of the Bryce Hasley Kicking Academy.
Then we got Plainsman, 1st and 10 from their own 21-yard line. Spencer going to run the play in. He's going to
miss the high 5.
I think it's because Johnson wasn't supposed to be in the game anymore.
That was Catone Coles, it looked like. 6.
Was that number 6?
Yeah.
So we got Johnson and Spencer in the backfield.
There's
going to be
there we go.
Snap over Spencer's head, and he's going to try to pick it up, and he does, and he pays the price for it. Back to the 2-3 yard line here.
Yeah, Davian Thompson came off the edge there. Looked like maybe unblocked. And
they're going to give him the 5.
Yeah.
That's probably where the contact started. Yeah, so it'll be second and forever. Second and Marengo now. Or Costi. Shout out to Costi. You got Costi and Chelsea, the little towns.
Absolutely.
So second and Costi here for the Plainsmen at their own 5-yard line.
Looks like that exact yard is the 27. Warriors needed some of that earlier tonight.
And that just is Sankot not snapping the ball for the Plainsmen, so that's probably half the battle. Another bobbled snap in the end zone, and Spencer's going to try to make a play.
Ball's down on the ground.
And he's going to fumble the ball. And they're going to give a safety to the Warriors, so they're going to get an extra 2 points out of that. They'll trail 52-16, 5:54 to go, and HLVTC will also get a kick return or a punt return, whatever they choose to do here.
Yeah, excellent play there by Cernan for the Plainsmen to just fall on it and prevent 2 instead of 6 to keep that clock rolling for them. Although we are kind of drawn to the conclusion of this game, 5:54 to go, like you said, Kyle. Looks like we got Weisskopf and Rorda still deep to return with Menacucci in the second row.
Another reminder, next week we will be back at home versus Janesville. We picked up that game after we losing Lone Tree, who dropped their varsity season because they didn't have enough kids out, so they're still playing the JV schedule, which is good. At least they're getting some playing time there. And then HLV TC did add another game, a Week 9 game, against Cedar Ridge Christian, which is, I think, the old Waterloo Christian.
Yes, sir.
Of the back.
Kale's got the ball. He's got a little bit of a seam after
the ball went past him 5-10 yards.
That's weird how sometimes that works out to your benefit. Essentially they kind of outkicked the coverage there. The Plainsman did, and Kale, made him pay, and we're in Plainsman territory, even though he wrangled the ball about the 15-20 yard line.
So it'll be HLV TC ball, 1st and 10 from their own, or from the Plainsman 33-yard line. Same group that was in on that last touchdown drive, still in now. 5:20 to go, trailing 52-16 here. Plainsmen still have most of their backups in. No reason to get one of your seniors that are your superstars hurt. Tristan Perkle on the jet sweep running to the left, makes the guy miss. He's going to get about 9-10 yards here.
Yeah, it looks like maybe not quite enough for a first down, Kyle. But, yeah, like you said, Belle Plaine just keeping the reserves in. They got a big one next week against Winfield Mount Union. Is that correct?
Yep, and I think they go down there. I'm not sure. But like you said,
looks like it, yep.
They control their own destiny. So if they win tonight, win next week, they're into the playoffs, even with that overall record not looking so hot. But you take care of business during a district, and that's what happens. So.
Absolutely. No, win the games you need to win. Kale did get a first down there to keep the chains moving for the Warriors. Going to be at the Belle Plaine 22, reset the chains here.
And I think they, in 8-man football this year, they have 13 or 10 districts.
That sounds
and then
right, yep.
They'll take the top 3 from each district, and then there'll be 2 wild cards or at-large bids that get into the playoffs here.
Okay. Yeah, just kind of looking at some other scores. Look like number 3 Gladbrook Rhinebeck won again, took down Clarksville.
Axel Sandvik going to get the fake handoff and thrown out to Colin Menacucci. And it's an incomplete pass. Kale Weiskup does check out finally for the Warriors. And Axel Sandvik checked in for him.
Man, just kind of looking at these scores, man, how good is Gladbrook Rhinebeck? They just had a running clock on Clarksville, and Clarksville ran it up on Belle Plaine.
Yeah. Just last week. Yeah, Gladbrook Rhinebeck is the team that took down Iowa Valley last year in the playoffs and eliminated them from playoff contention, which Iowa Valley did win tonight over English Valley 71-26. Briar Jack going to look to throw out to the right to Tristan Perkle, who makes a guy miss. Puts his head down, and he's going to get...
It's coming back.
Yeah,
Kyle Boston
hold.
had someone.
Yeah, it looked like a hold. But they're going to do it from the spot of the foul, so it'll be pretty much a replay of this play here. He had him about 10 yards downfield. So it was already 2nd and 10. It's probably going to remain 2nd and 10 here, maybe 2nd and 11.
Yeah. Trying to take a look at some other scores. Looks like the Mrs. Alma Mater, Columbus Catholic, up on Union.
So it's 2nd and 8 here. So all in all, we gained 2 yards. Popo got somebody over there. Somebody speeding in that 25 zone, which is a terrible place for a 25 zone on the outskirts of town. Briar Jack in the backfield, Axel Sandvik. Axel Sandvik going to get the carry. Nope, he's going to get the fake. Briar Jack's going to keep it. He's going to run through a tackle. He's got 10. He's got 15, and he's going to walk in for a score. Warrior touchdown. Briar Jack made a guy miss. He made a very good read on that read option to get going.
Yeah, absolutely. You might want to turn the sirens on there. He just kind of stole that ball right out of Sandvik's gut and kept it, ran right to the pylon for 6.
I lied. He stepped out at the 5.
Oh, wow.
I thought I saw one ref put his arms up as he. Yeah.
Well, we got one.
It is a touchdown. They're going for a 2-point conversion.
Okay. Well, I got to stop the clock now because that puts it back under 35.
Well, not only that, but you stop the clock on any scoring play.
That too, yeah. Plainsman scoreboard operator refused. Oh, there we go.
Well, I think he thought it stepped out of bounds too. Tight T set on this 2-point conversion. This is the only time we've really seen this tight T set. It's just on the goal line here. Tristan Perkle's going to put his head down and get 2 to make it 52-24. Belle Plaine leads. So we've got 18 straight, but it's 18 straight way too late.
Yeah, absolutely. Doing a nice job addressing things up here a little bit. It's been pretty much all Plainsmen all night. Unfortunately, though, tip of the cap to them. They came out after a big loss last week, and they were definitely hungry and motivated. And tip of the cap though to Coach Henning and his coaching staff for our team not quitting.
Right.
Playing the full 48 minutes here.
Yeah, and like you said. a loss last week for Belle Plaine to a non-district foe. The only district loss they have right now is to that number 4 ranked Iowa Valley team. So, I mean, all in all, when you only take one loss in district and you take it to the number 4 team in the state, you'll take that all day.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, twice on Sunday. Yeah, kind of just looking at their schedule. And I mean, it could have got sideways for them. You know, they could have just folded, you know, going into the night. You know, they took 3 tough losses to, you know, got 50-pointed, shut out by Janesville to open the season, who we have next week. College friend of mine, Evan Bolt, he wants to wager on that game. We'll see what we can come up with this week.
How many points is he going to give you?
I don't know.
Just looking at the if you want to look at Max Prep, or not Max, is Max Prep's even a thing anymore? Varsity bound stats and stuff. So
yeah,
Johnson trying to return here for the Plainsmen. He's going to get it back to the Belle Plaine 5-yard line after a little bobble.
Yeah,
back and forth.
Yeah, I don't think there was anything too crazy about that kick. It just kind of didn't feel it that well, and you know, Warriors with another chance to maybe get a safety here. Looks like they got some reserves in. Looks like Corey Levine in at nose tackle, Gavin Smith along the defensive line there, Hayden Schaefer at defensive end.
Marcus Weirman out here at corner. Tristan Perkle's still in there making tackles. Axel Sandbeck with the tackle on that one too. Colin Manacucci still in there. So we're trailing by 28 and the clock is still running. So I do believe if somebody gets to the continuous clock to 35, it has to get back under 25 to shut off that clock. I do believe. I know that's how it was in basketball when I was coaching basketball there.
Okay, well that makes a lot of sense though. You kind of got to reward the team that's, you know, put the pedal down to start. So.
And then also putting the reserves in late to just give them some reps, like you've been saying, give them some experience building into next year. Losing 3 seniors at Belle Plaine Plainsmen are, but 3 seniors that do a lot of heavy lifting for them.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited to see what the future holds for them, as I don't think number 1 was
Utah
set.
was not set. There's 2 flags. They saw it right away.
Looks like 7. Spencer wanted a face mask there on Sandvik.
But they're not going to. I don't think they'll get that because
I don't even think it was a face mask.
Even if it was, I think that play was technically should have been whistled dead
Yeah,
right
it
away.
should have been, yeah. The boys in blue taking care of business, still on the field. In the distance still, we got the cherries on, Kyle.
Yeah. I would say, is his flag still on the field? It is. He's getting it out.
Yeah.
So the clock's running. 50 seconds to go here. Belle Plaine leads 52-24.
Probably the last snap of the game here if they decide to wind it down, maybe. No.
The snaps through the end zone almost. He's going to pick it up. A step from the end zone. He's going to get another safety for the Warriors to make it 52-26.
Yeah. Cash your 2 safety tickets out there.
So, like Coach Nillis, he probably liked what he saw more on defense. These last 2 drives for offense hasn't been so great for his backups and his reserves, but still, those defenders, they're still flying the ball for young guys.
Yeah, absolutely. They made things a nightmare for Cale and the skills tonight. I mean, there just was not a whole lot of room to operate. And, you know, we talked about parties at the football all night long. It's been a party at the football for the Plainsmen. And,
they'll be partying tonight, too.
Yeah, they will be.
With Kool-Aid.
Oh, absolutely.
And Mountain Dew, maybe.
I tell you what, I played a long football game. It was going right to Kiesel's attic and having myself a Mountain Dew-ski.
Mosman kicking for the Plainsmen.
So 38 seconds to go here. The Warriors will probably try to make something happen on their last drive, just to build on a little bit for going into next week versus Janesville.
They're going to punt again.
God, he's got a leg for a punt.
My goodness, what a punt.
Marcus Weirman's going to return it for the Warriors. I don't think he has his mouthpiece even in.
He does not have his mouthpiece in. He ran into Minicucci.
Unless he's pulling the Brian Branch where he puts one in the top of his helmet and puts one in his mouth. I don't know.
I never quite understood that one.
I don't either.
Yeah, it's tough to miss that mouthpiece of Weirman's. It is
pink.
Bright pink.
Maybe the Pink Pony Club's playing in his helmet. I don't know. So we got 1st and 10. The clock is stopped, so I don't know if they are – now it's 26. I don't know, because it was 28 and they didn't stop it. Now it's 26.
Now we got another whistle here. It looks like equipment malfunction. They're sending
Weirman off because he wasn't wearing his mouthpiece.
Well, the cherries are off. And, no,
they're still on.
That dang tree was in my way.
1st and 10 for the Warriors. You got Briar Jack and Tristan. Nope. Briar Jack and Axon Sandvik in the backfield. 31 seconds to go. Going to try to throw the ball out to Rorda. He's going to try to make a play happen, and there's nothing. We'll see what Coach Henning has dialed up, if he's going to try to call timeout or if he's going to let the clock run out.
He's sending 30 in there. Boy, they look like the Sigourney Kyoto Savage Cobras with the little spin back there.
Yeah. It looks like it's going to be, we might get one more play off if we hurry. No timeout's going to be called. You just can get out of here.
They're going to do it.
They're going to get one more play off here. Briar Jack's probably going to have to throw the ball to the end zone from the 40-yard line. You're going to just hand it off to Axel Sandvik, who makes a spin. I thought he was going to sneak through there. And that'll be the ball game. Belle Plaine wins 52 to the Warriors 26. Coach Henning and the staff have to be at least a little bit pleased that they didn't give up in the whole fourth quarter after that third quarter onside kick coming out of halftime.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, things did get sideways there in the third quarter. It was the Peyton Dostal show. He did it offensively. He did it defensively. He did a great job. He did some work on special teams. But like you mentioned, Kyle, the Warriors kind of fought till the end there. They you know, at the end of the day, Belle Plaine probably just the better team, and we did what we could do. We fought till the end.
Yep, and good luck to Plainsman going in next week against the Winfield Mount Union Wolves. Like you said, they have a chance to make some noise in the playoffs just by qualifying, whether they're second or third in the district. If they take care of the Wolves, they'll end up second in the district and take one of the spots away from Waco or Winfield or EV. After EV lost tonight, they go to 2 and 3 in the district. So HLV TC goes to 1-6. They will go back home against Janesville, another tough opponent that we're going to see next week. And I and Zach Schrapp should be back on the call next week. And big thanks to Brandon Leonard for, like I said, making the trek from Earlham and having a blast doing this. So
yeah, no, I really appreciate you taking the time to let me do this, Kyle. It's been a lot of fun. I don't get a chance to come back and check out the alma mater as much as I'd like to. I'm pals with Eddie, Coach Henning, and try to keep up with him. Had a few conversations with him throughout the season, and hoping we can just build some momentum these last few games. Just leave it all out on the field. Like you said, Janesville's always been a stout program. I want to say, we maybe only met one time in our histories, and that was one of the best 8-man games.
That was a playoff game, right?
Yeah. I want to say
Tanner Strudoff's year, Louis Kriegel, and those guys.
I want to say we beat him 45-44 up there at Jack Bolt Field in Janesville. And
that was to go to the Dome, right? Or maybe one game away from the Dome.
I think it was one game away, and we ended up having to go up to Elkader to play.
Yep. Central.
Was it Central?
Central Elkader, yep. You're right.
So, yep.
And then we went to the Dome, and I think we ultimately fell to New El Fonda up there.
Yeah.
Right?
Old Tanner Strudoff took the opening kickoff back, and after that it was all NF.
Kind of reminds you of Iowa Hawkeyes bowl game back in the day.
Yeah, the old Orange Bowl.
Was that Brad Banks' group?
That was Brad Banks' group. Everyone thought old Bradley got hosed on the Heisman Trophy, yep. and Carson Palmer certainly deserved it. But, no, again, nevertheless, I do appreciate you having me, Kyle. Thank you for all our listeners. Maybe we'll just read through a couple sponsors here real quick. Tim Electric takes a sticker shock out of electrifying service. Contact Tim Electric the next time you need a repair, retrofit, or new install.
And that'll be it for us. Thanks again, Brandon Leonard. Thanks, Danny Davis, Sportscast Media, AD Bo Jack, Principal Mark Tegler, Superintendent Brad Hohensee, and the AD here at April Cressley at Belle Plaine, and Amanda Sauer, Tri-County.